Echo Party. There you go. Good job. Okay, we'll keep this open for now while we're prepping up, just in case anyone decides to show up. But let's start getting things set up here. Talk about your healer plan, talk about your tank plan, make sure you deconflict Steel Sting and Spellforge, okay? We've got party chats in Discord, alpha chat through Foxtrot chat. As you can see out here in the game client, if you try to talk in party chat, like you can't communicate anything. That's why you have that set up in Discord, okay? It's because the game itself does not provide that for us here while we're outside. So make sure you scope your discussions to the relevant channel just so you're not crossing wires with other teams. Alpha team healer doesn't need to know what like Foxtrot healer team Spellforge Steel Sting plan is, because they're responsible for their own teams. So make sure you talk out deconflict Spellforge Steel Sting with your co-healer, okay? Make sure you state what you are going to bring, and make sure your co-healer responds in kind, okay? Don't assume that they see your message. If you don't see them say anything, then possibly they didn't hear you. What's going on? How did we lose someone in Bravo?
There's a new person in Charlie who wants to switch to. They're switching with Luna over to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so they just they need to unlock the role though, because they can't join right now.
Oh, okay, all right. Let me unlock that. All right. So the new DPS just joined Bravo then. I don't know who that is. I'm not tracking that discussion, so go ahead and make it happen. Sunday 1st, okay. All right, let's start hashing out some things here, some responsibilities. All right. Our duelist is Mahia Hoshi. They already called it at the very beginning. So Mahia is gonna take a crack at the duel. Let's get sweep 2, sweep 3. Our Flare Starist, Anzu Spellwind just confirmed to everyone that you're gonna run Flare Star. But let's get a volunteer for sweep 2 and sweep 3. Sweep 2 will be person running Perception. All right, thank you, Anzu. Sweep 2 is person running Perception after Phantom. Sweep 3 is person running Perception after TA. All right, we need those two to run Perception, just so like the raid doesn't blow themselves up on a hidden trap. All right, so we need to. Okay, so Mela Sidley Sweep 2. Thank you for volunteering. And for all the tanks here, sweep 2 is usually a good thing to volunteer, especially if you're going to be main Aether Shield for your team, because you're going to lose an action anyway. So sweep 2 is a good thing to volunteer for. All right, and then sweep 3, we need someone to sweep post TA. Is it still a lot? Oh no, you're there. Alright, so Flare Star is going to be Anzu, already confirmed. Okay. We do need 2 renders. 2 melee DPS to volunteer for rend. So while that's going on, so right now we're looking for 2 renders and a sweep 3. Alright, melee Sidley rend 1. Oops, that's not it. And Adilla Zenon rend 2. Alright, thank you. Alright. Let me check my holster. Okay, I think. Yeah, I think I can run perception. Okay, I'll do sweep 3. Just in the interest of time. Alright. I'm gonna pick some team leads. And the way I usually pick team leads, I try to get fresh faces, fresh names I don't recognize, especially if you're new. High likelihood of being selected as team leader. Okay. This doesn't require any expert level knowledge in DR Savage. All I'm asking team leaders to do is to make sure that like we don't leave people behind and that we don't pull when when someone's AFK. Okay. So if you know how to ready check your team, and you know how to like look at your party list, and you can tell like when someone's disconnected or dead or whatever, let the raid know, let me know. Like I'm also trying to keep an eye out, but like I can't see into your if you're not in alpha team, like I can't see your party list, right? But once you're inside anyway. So team leaders, I delegate team leaders just to help out with that. So you'll be like a field trip team leader. That's pretty much what it is. Okay, you don't need to know anything specific about DRS to do that. So that's it. I like to pick new people, and let us pick individuals whose names I don't recognize. Let's go for Dagoth on Alpha, and as you get identified, say something in Alliance chat or voice chat. Let me know that you hear and will be leading your team. Oh, Crumsy, the esteemed leader of Lemonade. Alright, Dagoth, welcome. Alright, thank you for... You're gonna be Alpha team leader there. Bravo team lead shall be... Let's have Sunday first. So Sunday first, you're gonna be Bravo team lead. Let's see, Shishi Gonzalez for Charlie. Should you go to... No. Just stay put, because we're forming plans and stuff now. So if people start moving around, that's gonna mess up who does what. All right, Delta is completely empty. No team leader. Let's have Zealot Zakis for Echo. Still waiting for Shishi Gonzalez to confirm they're going to be team lead for Charlie. All right. And then Foxtrot. And I reckon like all you guys are... All right, let's have Minako Kinemoto. All of you are all like veterans in Foxtrot, so... Yeah. You're new, is that okay? That's super okay. Yeah, I explicitly just mentioned that I pick fresh people for team lead, so all you're gonna be responsible for is management stuff of your team. You're not like, no team leader is giving out directions during the pull. Okay, no one's doing call outs or anything like that. I'm still handling that. You're just helping me coordinate the rest of the raid, right? Because I'm only one person, and there is right now 39 of you, or 38 of you, including and then besides myself. I could like physically micromanage each one of you, like you don't want me to take the time to do that, right? Because it's just gonna slow down the raid. I'm already pretty slow. So team leaders are going to assist me by checking things for their team, like just for your own local, like yourself and your 7 other team members. All right, so first things first, team leads, take a look at voice chat in Discord. Make sure everyone's got their prefixes correct, especially people who have moved around since they joined. Okay, if you switch teams since joining this, make sure your prefix is correct, because like I know at least myself, like I'm looking at that like when explaining critical things, especially for like slime golem prep, and like I don't want to think that I have like a tank with me when you're not actually a tank, or like someone's in Charlie in voice chat and they're actually in like Echo or Foxtrot, something like that. Okay, so just make sure that that's correct. That reflects your current alliance membership, your current role. Experience modifier, not really, like I don't really care about that, other than like have you. But yeah, I mean, it just tells me like how much I can expect out of you as far as like knowledge goes. So fresh people just hit 0, just so like I don't assume that you know more than you actually do. All right, some notes here for execution. I want to give like 3 people from Charlie over to Golem side. We'll figure that out. Probably gonna be like Luna, Shishi, and Crumsy. We'll be going over to Golem if the membership stays the way it is right now. So just let me make a note of that. And then we'll have like a 2.5 teams on each side. That should be good enough. Let's assume hallway strat for slime side. I know we're like almost full, and missing 4 people is not going to be that big of a deal. But let's just assume hallway strat. I don't want to faff around, do a pull, and then find out we actually don't have enough damage for room strat. So let's do hallway strat today. Minotaur 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 tanks. We are good for Minotaur. And then clean strat, we're just gonna disc buster today. Let's keep it simple. I'm counting 1, 2, at least 3 pure inbones. Baron, I think you usually play a warrior if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, at least 3 pure inbones, so we're good. Alright. nacl, I have a specific question. You shouldn't be doing any utility. Well, you do what you need to do. I think as a duelist, you should prioritize maxing out your own damage, just because like I think that's gonna contribute more than you providing dervish to your team. So just do duelist stuff. Don't worry if your team is missing dervish and they miss dervish. Yeah, just focus on doing duelist stuff since you're a duelist. All right. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything else. Okay. Yeah, I've heard from all the team. Oh, Golem side lead. Let's have Kyle Bex. Kyle Bex will be the Golem side lead. So what Golem side lead entails? Yep. What Golem side lead means, I'm not expecting Kyle Bex to micromanage all the other Golem side folks. Between Kyle Bex and the, let's see here, 8, 16 plus 3, 19. So Kyle Bex and 18 other people on Golem side, just figure out what you're going to do, talk it out. The thing that Kyle Bex and the team leaders on that side should make sure of is that no one is confused as to what they need to do. on Golem side. Okay, take the time to talk through what you need to do, and just make sure that no one, don't leave people behind and just like assume that they know what they're doing. Uh-oh. All right, looks like Minako will lost power to their house. I'm gonna ask one of the Echo folks to swap in the actually no, not Echo. I guess we could have Shishi go down the Foxtrot. So okay, what's going on right now is that Echo team, Foxtrot, Minako, they lost power to their house. What am I doing? I need to kick you. So let me remove them from the party first, because like they literally can't turn on their computer or whatever to come back. So let's have Shishi. Why don't you join Foxtrot? Yeah, thank you. Oh, let me make sure that spot's open. Actually, it doesn't matter because you're also a summoner. Okay, new leader for Charlie. You're all veterans, so let's have Luna take over for Charlie. So wave from Luna. Midori, can you? All right, there you go. All right, so Luna's gonna take over for Charlie. Shishi's has joined Foxtrot. Yeah, you'll be fine. Okay, so I think that's about it. Make sure you have your discussions in your party chats. Tanks not deconflict, but have a discussion on who's primary Aether Shield. Healers deconflict, Steel Sing, and Spellforge. As a reminder, okay, for some reason I've been seeing this in the party chats. All healers and pseudo healers, please bring both Dispel and Reflect. Okay, in the numbers that are mentioned in requirements to participate. All right, especially the fewer people we have in the raid, the more this matters, because we don't want to find ourselves in a situation where like a new healer or a new pseudo healer just decides not to bring Reflect, right? And then like the person who you guys like tasked to do Reflect is dead on the floor. Like then we really don't have like a way to do the mechanic, right? If they died before doing their mechanic. So really everyone, but the healers specifically, because I've noted this has been kind of an issue the last couple times I went in. Make sure that all healers bring both Dispel and Reflect. You might not use it, and that's okay. But you want to have that on hand, especially in a lower man run like this, because like if like the fewer tools we have, like the less options we have when shit really hits the fan. Okay, so when the tire pops, you'll be thankful that you had a spare in the trunk, right? So you want to bring your full kit, and if you don't use it, great. And if you do use it, then you use it. All right, so I'm going to talk to Alpha Team real quick. Okay. All right. Our healers have deconflicted. Aether Shield has been discussed in Alpha. Scarlet, can you change your Discord nickname? Scarlet, who's Scarlet?
They just figured it out.
Oh, they fixed it. Okay.
Yep, they just fixed it.
Yeah, like like you might have done some like team moving, so just make sure you update. Oh, who was? Yeah, she updated already. Good. All right. Let's do a soft ready check. I think we've done enough waiting here. First time in Lego. Well, welcome. Hopefully this isn't too alien from whatever you're used to. If you're used to running like with a different DC or whatever. I'm not gonna claim to do things the Aether way. Like I just do things the way I think that make sense to me. So I am not representative of Aether, so if anything seems off, don't blame Aether, blame nacl free. Blame nacl free and my resistance to change. All right, we've got one person not here, so I forgot to check who it was. Well, I'll already check again in a few. Barry can come in a sec. Oh, Barry's on their way? Okay. Nacl's way is nice. Is it? I don't know. I feel like my way is the lazy way. I do PF Savage and just make people fend for themselves. Picking fresh team leaders. What is this madness? Alright. Is Barry so Barry is on his way? I didn't see anything. I'm not tracking any comment from Barry, so did they say something in general? Okay, we'll wait for Barry since we got space. Not having to fight with the bot. Yo, props to Mecha. Like I personally, like I'll be honest, I don't like using Mecha, but Mecha is a tool that was very much needed at the time it was made. And Ida Enna, shout out to Ida Enna over in ABBA. The hardworking. I'm not gonna say genius. She's smart, but I'm not gonna say genius. I feel genius puts her out of reach, and like I really don't want to do that. So, you know, she put a lot of work and thought into ABBA. Listened to like all 20,000 people on that server every day, all the time, and Mecha has been then just kind of morphed to whatever they needed over there. So, you know, it's not a general purpose tool. It was initially built to deal with a specific problem, and that is this game itself not providing like a means to get 56 people and coordinate them into joining the same BA thing. So, all right, there he is. Well, but yeah, Abba does the thing that he needs to do and can't really ask much more than that. All right, I'm gonna do another ready check just in case people walked off. If you're still not ready, just click no. If there's a question that you need to have answered, click no. If someone's not answering your question, click no. But otherwise, once we get all green check marks here, we're gonna hop right in. Alright, Ayase Tamamiya. Alright, once they just say they're ready, we'll hop right in. Hopefully they say something. Bio real quick. Okay. So once Kyle Bex also says they're ready. Yeah, take this time to get situated, okay? We're gonna be in here for 3 hours. I'm not gonna tell people not to use the bathroom for 3 hours. No buts about it. But yeah, take the time right now before we go in. If you need to just to prep yourself, whatever you need to do to get comfortable. Yep, it's social. It's a social thing. Yeah, preemptive bio. Get your water. Get your coffee. If you're the of the smoking persuasion, just do whatever you need to do. I don't smoke, so I wouldn't know. Dab rig. What's a dab rig? Oh, okay. Don't apologize because now 15 other people went off to use the bathroom. So it's all good. Yeah, don't like this should not override any situation in real life. If something's happening in real life, just go take care of it, okay? Having a party in the bathroom? I have nothing in intelligence. I was thinking of something. I'm like, no, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna do an art check here. Because a whole bunch of people said AFK all of a sudden, and I don't remember like all of them. So at least this way we have some kind of visual indicator. All right, I think this just these three. All right, when those three individuals come back. Okay, so Scarlet's back. Vittoria's back. All right, stand by for raid Darkim. Well, let me actually spell it out because they're probably AFK and not hearing. If anyone happens to be streaming, feel free to share your stream link and share your stuff channel. Shameless self-aggrandizement is perfectly okay. Alright, Reed's back. Alright, let's go ahead and pop in. Just kidding, let me turn off Party Finder. Wait one moment, okay. What stream type? I don't know. Well, I mean, like Twitch stream. I guess you could Discord stream too if you want. See, is half of you guys are gonna go. Half is gonna go to Golem, so we'll talk about that when we'll talk about that when we go in. But it's gonna be Luna, Crumsy, and it looks like very interesting. Oh, I see. Change shops. Okay. All right. We're gonna go in. Let's do it. Go ahead and click commence. If you are alt tabbed out of the game, please alt tab back in. Click that commence button and let's get this show on the road. All right, just as a reminder, just to minimize like echo and like back chatter, just make sure you self-mute if you're not intending to say anything. And make sure you unmute yourself if you do plan on saying anything. I'm not going to claim ownership of the voice chat channel here. If someone has something that they need to say, then just say it. Be reasonable about it. I guess that's all I ask. All right, welcome to DR Savage, by the way. When the gates go up, do not jump on the jump pads right away. Give folks a chance to touch the cache, touch the appraiser. Once you're done with your initial prep, come back onto the stairs and rally under your respective team marker. So Alpha Bravo and Charlie on the left, Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot on the right. We don't have a Delta team, so just Echo and Foxtrot on the right. Do not jump on the jump pad, please. No one jumped, I'm just reminding folks. Alright. Perception. Sweeps 2 and 3, please confirm that you have lost perception. I'm confirming for sweep 3. Sweep 2 in pocket. Copy that. Let me make a note here. So Luna, Barry, and Crumsy will be joining Golem side. You three are in Charlie team, but you're going to report to Golem side and beef up their numbers. As a reminder, Slime side folks do assume a hallway strat. So if you are a DPS or a healer, make sure you bring Lost Burst, Lost Rampage. If you don't have it, then you're just going to do your normal AE. But those of you with Lost Burst, Lost Rampage, make sure you slot that in right now instead of what you would normally slot in, and then bring whatever you would normally slot in your holster to slot over that Lost Burst, Lost Rampage once we're done with Slime side. In the interest of having a smooth and easy Slime side experience, using hallway strat, we're just gonna use our high damage Lost Burst, Lost Rampage skills. Duelist, Mahia Hoshi, make sure you have whatever you need to have for the duel. I don't really know like what you want to, whatever you want to put in your pocket, that's up to you, but just make sure that you have it. And you're also going to be sweeping for traps before you depart for the duel. Yeah, I'll talk about hallway strat. Just make sure, Max, to bring, what are you? Lost Burst, since you're a caster, or a healer rather, but bring Lost Burst. Yeah, so Slime, like, folks on Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie teams, make sure one of your skills, unless you're a tank, tanks are exempted, but make sure one of your skills is Lost Burst or Lost Rampage. Okay, Lost Burst is usable by the caster classes and healers, and Lost Rampage is for like everyone else, so tanks, biz ranged, and melee. All right, you can only use one or the other, but they do the same thing. Or yeah, they do almost the same thing. The whole physical aversion, magic aversion, that doesn't really apply here because none of the enemies in here have that. But 300 no fall off AE damage every time you use that on GCD is I'm thinking that's a lot more than what you would normally do with your normal like AE combo, whatever that is. So like my AE combo does an average of 130 per GCD. So 300 is very nice. But I'm a tank, so I'm not bringing that. Okay, confirm Luna, Barry, and Crumsy, you guys are going to Golem side. Crumsy, why do you have Gambler on? You did not okay this. Well, I'm gonna ask that you I'm gonna ask that you have get pure on just so we don't have any like just so you can survive and like just so we don't like have to deal with like saltiness from exemptions unexcused exemptions. So just make sure, Clumsy, that you're bringing the standard kit. That's hard to tell you because you're the leader of Lemonade, and that hurts my heart to say, but yeah, you didn't ask for any like exemption beforehand. At least I did. I wasn't aware, so just make sure you bring the standard kit as according to the requirements to participate. And then you're gonna join Golem side. All right, where's Barry? Okay, I think I see you over there. Yep. All right, thank you. Okay. If I think I actually didn't say it yet, but make sure everyone's got pure and razor. Okay, pure essence and razor. No one should be bringing like skirmisher or like irregular or anything like that. Those deception frags are like 200k, not on Sargatanis. They're going at 91,000 right now, and they're selling very slowly, so. Charlie, ready? Copy that. Yeah. Aether DRS, well, not just Aether, but just DRS runners in general are not letting that perception go above a specific price point, just because like we get so many. Every time you clear, you get like a whole bunch more, and people only need one to complete the achievement, so well, per character. Yeah, cache is not clear because we're still waiting for Clumsy because Clumsy's doing stuff up there. All right. Yeah, make sure you join your team after you're done. And then, with the exception of Clumsy, Luna, and Very Interesting, just hang out on the Golem side somewhere. Okay, buddy, check each other. Make sure everyone's got pure and razor on. Mouse over if you're able to do so. Just mouse over the reminiscence buffs of your teammates. If someone's bringing something that doesn't make sense, just ask them. Okay, just ask them, why are you bringing that? And they might learn something, or you might learn something. No, I don't want to mess around with a gambler or a regular here. Just because like I don't have a plan to support that, right? So, you know, if you guys want to see a gambler run, then just feel free to host. But like, we've got a fair amount of like fresh people here. I want to provide as stable a platform for their experience as possible. Check your gear, by the way. Make sure you're wearing your if you have any augmented Law's Order, augmented Boja. If not, don't worry about it. Most of us should have a Bojan earring, so make sure you put that on. Don't forget. I know sometimes we come in here with our like raid gear, and those stats don't matter. Okay, last call for cash. Last call for appraiser. What's about to happen when I give the call to jump? All the people on the right side of the stairwell, you're just going to take the east pad, the right side pad, and all the individuals on the left side are going to just go straight forward onto the left pad, okay? So last call for cash, last call for appraiser. Nowhere. Oh, one thing I do want to mention before I say jump, we're not jumping yet. Make sure that your holster is at maximum capacity. All right, sometimes when I say this, people run back to the Lost Finds cache because they don't have a maxed out holster. Make sure your holster is completely full. Completely full. If you walked away from this holster at like 97 or 98 out of 99, please go back to the cache and fill up your remaining empty space. Okay. Resistance potion is 1 weight. Light curtain is 1 weight. There's 0 like reason to walk away from this holster with anything less than your max capacity. All right. Empty space will definitely not help you out of an emergency situation. But at the very minimum, if someone messes up or dies before having to reflect, maybe you squeezed in a light curtain, you can help out doing the reflect mechanic. Like, I don't know. But empty space will definitely not help you. You cannot click on empty space when you're bleeding to death at TA and your healers are dead, right? Whereas that resistance potion 1 weight might be able to like help you stay alive. Yeah, that's what I was like. There's usually a thing where people run back here for some reason, so that's what it was. But yeah, empty space won't help you. Also, when you step away from the cache, click the Lost Finds holster. Double check that your holster looks the way you expect it to look. It's very easy to go to the cache, make some adjustments, and then like hit escape and walk away. All right, very easy to do that. So we are currently waiting for the cache and appraiser to clear. Luke, which side are you on? And I repeat, sure. So Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie are going left to the west. Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot, well, there's no Delta, but Echo and Foxtrot are going right to the east. The 3 individuals in Charlie are the exception, okay? Luna, Barry, and Crumsy are also going to the east pad, to the Golem side. Yeah, but Goomba, you specifically are in Echo, so you're going to go to the east pad, the right pad. Yep. Okay, just be advised, folks. There is a AFK kick timer in here, so don't stay idle too long and then find yourself forcibly removed from the instance. Just make sure you keep that up. Okay, last call for cash. Last call for appraiser. We checked if we have perception. Our duelist has been checked. I think that's everything. All right, cache is clear. Appraiser is clear. Echo and Foxtrot, you're now under the direction of Kyle Bex. Go ahead and jump. So Echo, Foxtrot, and half the 3 people from Charlie, go ahead and hop on down to Golem Gulag Gang voice chat, and we'll see you on the other side of the encounter. Or we'll see you on the other side. Good luck with your encounter. Now talking to Slime side only. Go ahead and rally onto your team markers. We're going to be doing hallway strat. I need to remind myself we're doing hallway strat. So go ahead and rally onto your team markers. Go ahead and split north and south into light parties as best as you can. And then DPS for Alpha and Charlie teams just merge over to Bravo on your specific side. So let's see here. Max, no, not Max, Donald. So Vex, Laren, Melee Sidley just go to North Bravo. And similarly, Raid Darkim and Dave's Technica is South Bravo, if you would be so kind. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna steal a tank and healer from Bravo. Or actually, the Bravo tank and healer pair should switch over to Charlie. That's how that works. So, let's see here. Yeah, just try to split up north and south of Charlie, the Bravo tank and healer. And then the folks south of Charlie just go to South Bravo. Let's do it like that. Okay, I guess you're already there. Alright, Etoria Vaughn, why don't you take South Bravo? Thank you. Alright, try not to move, well, trying not to move too much because it's hard to track where you're assigned to, Luke. Okay, let's take a sanity check here. There should be a tank and healer pair. Oh, Vex, why don't you join North Bravo, please? Yeah. All right, tank and healer pair, north and south of Alpha, north and south of Charlie, and then like a gaggle of folks north and south of Bravo should be somewhat balanced. Does not matter too specifically what your jobs are. I'm counting 6 and 6. I think that's correct. We came here with 8, 16, 20 minus 8 is 12. Yeah, so 6 and 6 north and south of Bravo. Okay. All right. So today we are going to be using hallway strat. This is what I would do just for kind of safety reasons if we're undermanned. This works all the way down to like a 24-man run. Okay, so we have more than enough people. We should have like a good amount of firepower north and south of Bravo. The rough flow of things is that DPS. I'm gonna ask a single DPS to kind of be responsible for monitoring a specific room, but all of you should be monitoring both rooms like as much as you can. Okay, your job at north and south of Bravo, the individuals north of Bravo are responsible for pulling the sanguine clots out of the 2 north rooms. Okay, so like if you're standing north of Bravo with like Mela Sidley, like Fiabek, Ayame, Mimiko, Kino, you guys are responsible for the northwest and the northeast rooms. Every time that a sanguine clot shows up in those rooms, just fish it out. Okay, just fish it out. And pull it to the north door, north end of the hallway. Similarly, the individuals south of Bravo, so that's like Deus Technica, Raid Darkim, Luke Linking Feather, you guys, like all 6 of you, not just those 3 that I mentioned, but all 6 of you standing there with those 3. Take a look. You're going to be looking at the 2 south rooms, okay? So southeast, southwest, and you're going to be pulling sanguine clots out of those 2 rooms, bringing them out of those rooms, bringing them to the south door of the hallway, and then AEing them down with your Lost Burst, Lost Rampage, or just if you don't have that, your whatever your local area effect is, okay? Bring it to the door so you don't like clip any green or viscous clots in the hallway, or you minimize the chance of that happening. It still might happen, but if it does, then we'll deal with that as we can. Okay. Overall objective of slime side is to gather up viscous clots, aka green slimes. They're going to spawn in the hallway. We gather them up from the hallway and we bring them into the 4 rooms in the corner. Healers will be doing that. Or healers standing north and south of Alpha, and Charlie will be doing that rather. Tanks, you're going to pull off your healers. You don't have line of sight to where the viscous clots spawn, so just let your healer bring it from the hallway into your room, then pull it off for your healer once you have like line of sight on their target. Okay. Retanks are going to keep doing that until we have gathered a +4 slime onto the pad. Okay, so each time we bring a viscous clot from the hallway into our room, we bring it onto the circular pad. We bait it dead center on the circular pad. Our healer goes off and fetches another one. We pull that second one off of our healer, bring that dead center onto the pad as well. We should be gathering them up. Okay, we're gathering them up. Anytime 2 slimes are aggroed and are standing next to each other, they're going to attempt to merge. Okay, we want the viscous slimes to merge with each other. We don't want the sanguine clots to merge at all. So don't worry about the sanguine clots. If your DPS folks in the hallway are doing the job, then that's not something that we have to deal with. But yeah, you're going to merge up your viscous clot. As a tank, you're going to merge up your viscous clot up to +4. Okay, wait until you see a +4 buff on your, or not wait, keep pulling viscous clot off your healer until you see a +4 buff on your slime. Okay, they're going to keep merging. They're going to cast fusion. You want that fusion to happen. They're going to come together. Hopefully they're dead center on the pad. the newly formed slime is going to get like an increasing buff. It's going to say +1, +2, +3, +4. It's going to get physically larger. All right. You want to get it up to +4, and then you want to stop. Okay. So specifically, Dagoth so you're going to be handling the southwest. You're going to be doing that for the southwest room. Just keep pulling off of your healer Red Dahlia until you see a +4. Once you see a +4, I heard something in the house. Once you see a +4 on your slime, don't pull anymore. Okay, you're gonna wait until I trigger. I coordinate the final merge. Okay, to +5, but you're only worried about merging on your own up to +4. So we have Iryoku and Akshan Swift in the other. Okay, I'm not worried about the other rooms. All right. So individuals north and south of Bravo. Today, since we're doing hallway strat, you're going to be fishing out sanguine clots from the tank rooms and bringing them out to the hallway and then blasting them all together. If you're equipped with Lost Burst, Lost Rampage, you shouldn't really have to worry about fusion, because ideally, if there is no technical issue, with your network connection or anything, those interrupts should halt any fusion that happens. So as long as you keep spamming the skill, but they should die pretty quickly if you guys are doing what you need to do. So just pull the sanguine clots from your room, from your half of the dungeon, like the 2 rooms next to you. Pull them out to the hallway and burst them down. I'm gonna assign specific people to monitor specific rooms, but that doesn't mean like the other 4 of you just get to chill out. Okay, all 6 of you should be looking at a room and fishing them out. If another sanguine clot shows up and like you're still dealing with 2 slimes, you don't want the tethered people to run out and grab the other slimes, right? Because that's gonna pull those targets away. So the other 4 people who are currently not engaged will go out and like get the other two slimes. That's how that works, okay? And all 6 of you on both sides of Bravo, you should all be like racing each other to tag a sanguine clot. Okay, don't leave it up to like a single person to do the pulling. All of you, if you're not otherwise like tethered to a sanguine clot, just go out and get one if you're not tethered. Yeah, you want to win. You want to win the race every time. All right. So that said, I'm gonna designate Mimiko Kino. Will have you specifically focus on northeast. Fiavik Ayame, I'll have you specifically focus on northwest. Yeah, Mimiko Kino, there you go. That's northeast. You're not gonna sit in that room, but you're gonna just keep an eye on that room and then pull the sanguine clots out to the hallway. All right. What I'm asking you to, I'm not asking you to actually stay in that room. You're gonna be in the hallway. You're gonna be contributing DPS. If you see, or if I call the sanguine clots are out, you should be looking at northeast. Just go out there and fetch it and bring it back. Okay. So yeah, but like if you didn't get tethered, you're still helping out with DPS on North Bravo. Okay, so it sounds like you got it. So similarly, we'll have Sunday first monitor southwest. Okay, so southwest, Sunday first, the South Alpha room, southwest. And then we'll have Luke Linking Feather. You're going to be monitoring southeast. All right, and then similarly, the other 4 individuals south of Bravo, I didn't specifically task you with anything, but all 4 of you just look at one room or another. And when you see a sanguine clot show up, I'll call it out because they all come out at the same time. But if you see one come out and like I haven't called it yet, just go out and fish for it. Okay, race your DPS on your side to get them, and then tag it. Once you get the tether, pull it out to the south door there, and then kill it. All right. At this point, are there any questions? I feel like I forgot some stuff. Healers. Okay, let me see. Ayase, are you new? No, you're cleared. Okay. Mane, are you new? I don't think you're new. Okay, so I'm not worried about the healers as well. Alright, healers, just fetch a viscous clot from the hallway, bring it into your room, let your tank pull off of you. Bring it up to +4, or once you're at +4, bring the final slime, viscous clot, excuse me, from the hallway into your respective room. And then don't like try to walk it over to your tank or anything, just, yeah, you know what to do. Okay, that's all I got. If there are any questions, please ask. Otherwise, just team leads, go ahead and run your ready checks. Report when ready. Okay, Bravo is ready, standing by for a call from Alpha team and the 4 individuals from Charlie team. I'm not gonna call Alpha ready because, yeah, because you might see something that I don't, so I'm gonna depend on you calling that out. Alright, Charlie is ready. Slime side is ready. Stand by while I coordinate the pull with Golem side. Alright, all tanks, make sure your tank stance is on every time you go in here. It does start off. Alright. Alright, stand by for countdown, 30 on the board. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get in front of the door. There are traps in here. I'm gonna blow up the hallway traps, so don't race me ahead. No one but the tank should be entering the rooms, so tanks, just make sure you pop invuln when you get to your door. Pop in, or pop sprint, pop invuln, and run the length of your room, okay? Degoth, there might be a trap in your room, just invuln over it. 3, 2, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna pop this hallway trap real quick, stand by. Alright, hallway is clear, moving on to northwest room. Alright, sanguine clots are out, sanguine clots are out. Tag it, pull it into the hallway, and AE them down, AE them down. Sanguine clots are out, sanguine clots are out. Okay, pull those sanguine clots all the way to the door, okay? Don't just, like, stop right in front of the rooms. Yeah, Degoth, make sure you bait the green slime dead center on the circle. Sanguine clots are out, sanguine clots are out. Tag them, pull out to the hallway, then kill them. Okay. Degoth, make sure your slimes are dead center on that pad. I don't know why you're moving around like that. Yeah, merge them up dead center on the pad. There you go. Sanguine clots are out. Very good. Copy southeast. Copy northeast. Stand by for southwest and northwest. Degoth, you want to stack them up to trigger the merge. They're not going to merge if they're like just touching like that. Sanguine clots are out. Pull them out to the hallway. Alright, center that slime, Degoth. Don't pull too far off the pad. Oh, Degoth, you're not supposed to pull from the hallway. That's your healer's job. Okay. Northwest +4, healer holding 1. Yeah, Degoth, just stay on your pad. You don't need to move off your pad. Red Dahlia is gonna pull for you. Max, bring that into the corner a little bit so you're not in the doorway like that. right, Dagoth, center that +4 slime first. It's like slightly off the pad. There you go. Okay. All rooms are ready. Merge. Call rupture. Go ahead and pull the final slime. Sanguine clots are out. Alright, Dagoth, bait it dead center on the pad. Dead center on the pad. Okay, I think we got this.
Rupture.
Go ahead and pop sprint. And get to the escape point on the north bridge. Everyone out the north bridge. This is what I forgot to brief. So everyone out the north door. Go all the way to the corner here. Stack it up in the corner. Healers. Heal up. Rescue someone at random. Tanks pop team mitigation and brace for impact. Alright, if we do this right, all the slime should just disappear. Excellent. Make sure everyone's connected and not dead before jumping on the pad. Alright, yeah, I think I was a little unclear today on my instruction for tank stuff, so if you're confused about anything Dagoth, that's probably my fault. But yeah, good job in clearing that in one shot. Health thing? Okay. Alright, tank stance check. All tanks should have their tank stances off. Yeah. It's confusing if you've never been in there. Like, even if you've watched videos, like, if you don't really just experience it for yourself. Like, there's so many ways a slime side pull can go wrong. So, like, usually I'm very particular about what people do, but I think just doing hallway strat is something that I don't normally do and just kind of threw me off. But yeah, good job in handling your thing. The thing with slimes is that, like, especially like for like low experience tanks, like they might try to merge slimes just by having two like at max melee from each other, and like that's not going to trigger a merge. Like anytime you want to do a merge, you want them to be stacked up on top of each other. Otherwise, they're just going to chill out, and then we'll wipe. But yeah, you saw that firsthand. So right, Golem side is all here. Kyle Bex, thank you for leading Golem side through their encounter. And good job on clearing that. Make sure you guys loot your chests at the bottom of the stairwell if you haven't done that already. All loot in this dungeon is personal loot. So if you're not right-clicking the chest, you're not getting anything. Yeah, good job on Golem side. Okay, let's move on. Welcome to Trinity Seeker. Not a whole lot to talk about here. This is largely the same as the normal mode encounter. Just with faster and it's just faster and fewer tells. One thing I do want to explain with regards to Fourfold Mercy. I'll be main tanking today, by the way. With regards to Fourfold Mercy, I call out just like which markers will be safe. I don't do like a boss relative or anything, just because like my brain doesn't work like that. So for the first couple of Fourfold Mercies that we see from the middle, I'm just going to say like 1 2 3 4 or 4 2 3 1, whatever the pattern is. Those are the safe sides that I'm calling out. Those are not like the cleave sides, okay? Those are safe sides. This movement that I'm doing here is the minimum amount of movement you need to do to dodge all 4 slices, all right? You want to do an awkward dance club 2-step inside of the boss's hitbox, and then just dodge in an appropriate direction. Or if you're particular to going to the honky tonk, the hoedown, I don't know, whatever it's called, and if you're familiar with the electric slide, you can do it. It's electric, okay? 2 steps forward, 2 steps back inside the boss's hitbox. This movement is all you need to do to dodge a Fourfold Mercy. So if I call 1 2 3 4, don't actually go out and touch the 1 2 3 4 markers, okay? Those are just the safe directions from the center of the boss's hitbox. No need to actually go out and run the marathon. If you're actually going out and touching the markers, you're gonna get clapped because you're running out too far and you're not gonna dodge in time. So just keep that in mind when you're doing the dodge for fourfold. But other than that, there's like a dash mechanic that's different from normal mode. We're just gonna follow just follow instructions there, okay? And that's about it. Team leads, go ahead and run your ready checks report when ready. Cha-cha. Oh man, I feel like I hear that at like family gatherings. That CD, the Jive Bunny thing. Maybe it's just me. Oh, that's a rare occurrence, but it does happen. All right, Charlie, ready. Bravo ready. Echo ready. Standing by for Alpha. Oh, Alpha's ready. Never mind. Alpha's ready. Bravo, Charlie, Echo, Foxtrot. Standing by for Foxtrot. Lost burst? No, get rid of your lost burst. Well, okay. Actually, I take that back. I would advise getting rid of lost burst and actually using your like banner or whatever you normally would have in there. Alright, Foxtrot is ready. All teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food. Pop food, please. Alright, tank stance check. I should be the only one with tank stance on. Alright, 30 on the board. And here we go. Alright, 15, 10, go ahead and pot sprint. 4, 3, 2, let's go. Okay, make sure you're using your lost actions, potions. Raid wide going out. Alright, fourfold coming out. Pay attention to the callouts. I'm calling out safe sides. Small movements inside the boss's hitbox. Here we go. 3, 1. We're gonna cross through. 2, 4. 3, 1, 2, 4. Okay, small movements inside the boss hitbox. 3, 1, 2, 4. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Alright. Stack it up for chains. Stack it up for chains. Or excuse me, get inside the boss hitbox. Get inside boss hitbox. Back half of the hitbox, preferably. Tank stack up front, tank stack up front. I'm just gonna fix this direction here. Tank stack up front. Stack and share, stack and share. Alright, fake buster, raid deleter, everyone clear front. Everyone get behind except for me. Get behind except for me. Alright, stack it up, stack it up. You're gonna wait for the chain marker to show up over your head. Then you're gonna run away from your partner. Alright, start close. Don't break it yet. It hasn't come out yet. Alright, go ahead and break your chains, then hide. Break your chains, then hide. See, this is why you want to wait until the overhead wants to... Or the overhead goes away, rather. Alright, get back in. You're going to see 5 dodges on the outside. Or 5 dashes on the outside, excuse me. Okay, easy pattern. Okay, we're going to be in front of the wall at 2. Right side of 2, in front of the wall. We're going to be in front of the wall at 1, in front of the wall at 1, in front of the wall at 1, in front of the wall at 1. Alright, line on 1, line on 1. We have pushed the boss. Make sure you're using your your lost actions. Stack it up right where I'm at. Stack it up on me. Stack it up on me. We're gonna bait this triple laser and we're just gonna walk out of the way. Alright, just walk out of that. We are on stone, stone, stone. Do not be on sand, be on stone. Okay, I think we actually pushed this boss. No, just kidding. Okay, so we're gonna see a sand or stone, or we're gonna see a sand with a triple earth breath. Alright, rotate the earth breath from the middle away from the party. Do not stretch the tether, make it point away from the raid. Gotta go away, you gotta go away. Alright, same thing, on stone. Tether, go away. Alright, triple laser coming out. Just walk out of the way. Alright, return to the middle for mitigation and heal. I'm just gonna face it over here. Inner cardinal of the safe, or inner cardinal safe spots now. Inner cardinal safe spots now. Alright. I know I'm not facing north. Okay, I'm gonna move north here. Okay, we're gonna do one more set of dodges. Okay, we're gonna start south. And when we come back, it's gonna be 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3. Here we go. 4, 1, 3. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Alright, stack it up for chains. Stack it up for chains. Go ahead and break your chains, then return to the middle for mitigation and healing. Ray White going out. Alright, see that? You started far, that's why that happened. Alright. I'm just gonna fix this. I'm just gonna fix the direction here. Get away from me. I'm taking a buster. Alright, I'm gonna rotate north. Alright, Sanderstone with a 4-fold in the middle. It's gonna start with 4, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1, 2. We are starting on stone, middle of stone. 4, 3, 1, 2. Stone first. 4, 3, 1, 2. Then sand. Okay. 3, 1, 2. Finish on sand. Finish on sand. Alright. One more random sender stone. It is stone. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Be on stone. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Here we go. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Dodge the grid first before dodging this laser.
Oh my god.
Check your mic. Alright, stack it up in the middle. We're gonna hold DPS at 4%. Alright, everyone. Sheathe your weapons now. No more damage. Get inside the boss's hitbox. Phase change to red. No more damage. We're gonna walk this out. We're gonna get healer LB3. We're gonna walk out this next mechanic and we're gonna get healer LB3. I'm assuming we have dead people in 8-man teams, so we'll try to get them up this way. Alright, Avatar is on Charlie. We're gonna hide first. Hide first, then it's going to be 1 Charlie, 4 blank spot. 1 Charlie, 4 blank spot around the Avatar. Alright, here we go. 1 Charlie, 4 blank spot. Stack up for chains, stack up for chains, stack up for chains. Wait. Break your chains, return to the middle, healer LB3, get people up and kill the boss now. And then people in, I think, Charlie will just manually res you. Go ahead and end this encounter. Alright, there are traps up ahead. Do not auto brain up there. Alright, let's get our reses out. Oh, okay. Oh, we got one more. Alright. So, just a quick discussion on on res protocol, just so we don't burn through, we don't waste limited res charges. Those of you first of all, those of you going to Dahu, don't target Dahu. Mindfully and manually make your way to Dahu. Do not auto run. Do not auto brain. Mahia Hoshi will be doing the duel here. There they are. Alright, everyone make sure you loot your chest. We're still working on a dead person back here, by the way. But yeah, make sure for the resers, make sure you're standing on the corpse before slotting in Lost Arise. That's how you deconflict who's going to be handling the resurrection, okay? What we don't want happening is like 5 ambulances showing up to the same medical emergency. That's a waste of resources. So one person stands on the corpse, slots in Lost Arise, then make your attempt.
I already messed with my rotation, that's funny. I have this really weird one. Oh! Which one do I need again? Oh god. Flames looking for butter. Getting it early this time. I'm killing it before this. Finally, Jesus Christ. Alright. Oh god. Okay. Why can't I see this? I want to see this one. Oh, anyways.
Pull up my mitigation here in a second. Alright. AE these down. Alright, good job. Alright, just gonna be one set of puddles, one set of shockwave, one set of numbers in that order. Okay, shockwave coming out, shockwave coming out. Alright, dodge that and dodge into it. He's going wild with these puddles. Alright, 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Tanks, get ready to deal with the flare. Take the flare south. Oh, double mechanic day as the lead. Nice. All right. I've never seen that happen. All right, 5 breaths. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Let's go ahead and check for dead. Get our dead folks up. Sometimes there's a corpse underneath Ahu, but not today. All right. Good job, and good job with the dual Mahia. Congrats on clearing it pretty quickly, by the way. Yeah, good job doing that. All right, as we make our way down to Queensguard, make sure you high five Mahia and congratulate them for accomplishing the duel. All right, let's go ahead and make our way down here. Yeah, I'm trying to prog the duel on runs where I'm not leading. I need to do a little bit more. All right, anyway, let's have all tanks up front here. We're gonna give out some responsibilities. I'm just gonna go with this today. I'll ball hog today. 1, 2, 1. Oh, you're over here. No, you're not a tank. You're a tank, though. Okay. So, Hex tanks will be responsible for the main threat, or tanking most of the fight. So Hex 1 is myself. I'm gonna be over on the west half of the arena. Ryoku's Hex 2. That is Ryoku, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So Hex 2 is going to be East Mechanics. Our Hex tanks are doing the turrets, okay? Our Hex tanks are handling turrets. If you haven't run with me in like the last maybe 2 or 3 months, then I changed how the tanks do this here. So Hex tanks are going to be handling turrets. Chain folks are going to be handling North Aurasphere at the end of the fight. Target to ignore folks are South Aurasphere. Ones go first, twos go second. Probably too strong. Yeah, you go handle that. All right. Let's get 6 people to call reflect alpha through foxtrot positions. Oh, I didn't even share my picture for slime side today. Man, we're just this is just the YOLO raid, I guess. All right, I'm gonna paste a picture of the reflect pattern. But the idea is that a person with reflect who is not a tank, it can be a healer, it can be not a healer. Call out alpha through foxtrot reflect. We are missing one team, okay? And on top of that, I think one of our overflow teams is lacking a healer, a second healer. So we might be in a situation where one team is responsible for 2 different positions. That is okay. That is okay. All right. Just one reflector, one person with capability to reflect at least 2 times, maybe 4. Okay. If you're not confident on the timing of the reflect mechanic at the end of the fight, not right now, at the end of the fight, yeah, 4 reflects are good, but 2 at a minimum. Or if you're super confident with timing, you can get away with 2 light curtains. All right, Roast is handling Dispel. Thank you very much. All right, Reflect, Bravo, Delta, Alpha, Foxtrot, Echo, Charlie. All right, so all of our reflects are handled. If any of you reflectors die before the end of the fight where you actually reflect stuff, just make sure you call it out in yell chat, just so we can see. Like, don't say I'm dead, because like I don't know, like in the middle of battle, like I don't know who I is. Identify your reflect, like your task, and then hopefully we can get that picked up. So yeah, just say like Dispel down, or like Delta reflect down, or something like that. Not to pick on you too, but just use you as an example. All right, but yeah, if you're doing reflect and you don't know which 2 orbs you're responsible for, make sure you take a look at raid text chat and identify which 2 orbs are your responsibility. Okay. It might be different from wherever you normally run DRS. Like our plan might be different, so make sure you take a look at that. Backup reflect. Yeah. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with running. Well, if you're not gonna reflect, don't actually run the pattern, because you're just gonna get one shot and killed. But you're like Charlie reflect. Your 2 orbs are gonna be like up here somewhere, so just be prepared for that. All right. So tanks, mark tanks. I think you guys know what you need to do. Degoth, since this is your first time here, you're chain 2. Not because you're first time here, but I just targeted you at random and I gave you that. But you're going to be the 2nd North Aura Sphere at the very end of the fight. So what that means is there's going to be a Aura Sphere target at the north end. Oh, I better get markers out. At the north side on Alpha. The first one is not yours. The first one is going to be for Gaius Hellscream to take care of. The second one that shows up, you're going to want to have your tank stance on. Prior to that, I'll actually call it out, but have your tank stance on. Once your orb shows up, just spam Tomahawk on it. Get top threat, and when it dies, hit home gang. Okay. When it dies, hit home gang, because like it makes like a revenge attack, and it's a tank buster, and it'll one shot you if you don't have any sort of protection on. So just home gang it and deal with it that way. Got it? Okay. Yeah. Chain 1 and 2 are doing the north orb in order. Okay, 1 goes first, 2 goes second. The turrets, I'm responsible for the west turret and Arioku being Hex 2, and General East Tank is just gonna do the east turret. So yeah, I've changed up how we do the inbones. Alright, I think I talked about that. Reflects are done. We're 1 deep on Dispel, but I'm not too concerned about Roast like eating it during the first phase, unless I like mess up a call or something. But yeah, other healers just be ready to slot in Dispel if for some reason Rice Pipe goes down. AKA Rose. I keep saying Rose, but it's Rice Pipe Stridberg. So yeah, just make sure let's just make sure that that's covered and be prepared to hop in and dispel if necessary. Just call it out if you're going to take over though, so we don't have like 15 people slot in dispel here, like if necessary. So, yeah. So Spellforge and Steel Sting at this point in time, that's the thing that you guys that healers specifically, and like whoever's in charge to do it in like the non-2 healer teams. Steel Sting and Spellforge, have that on your bars now and start casting it once the countdown starts, okay? If you cast it any earlier than that, it's just going to fall off mid-fight, and you're going to find yourself having to spend a whole bunch of GCDs trying to rebuff your party near the end of the first phase. And if you don't want to do that, then just wait for the countdown. Alright, but yeah, during the first part of the fight, they're going to go invuln to either Steel Sting or they're going to go invuln to either physical or magic damage. So you want to give them the opposite of whatever they're invuln to. It's going to be like a yellow or purple tether that shows it between them. I'll call it out, okay? Especially for like colorblind folks. Like if you can't distinguish yellow or purple on the screen, like I'll call it out. So don't worry too much about that. Just make sure that if they get a purple tether, I'll call it out. We need to be in Steel Sting. Give everyone Steel Sting. There are like special edge cases, like, well, not edge cases, but a couple of jobs like myself, Dark Knight, require one or the other at all times. Like, because I do both types of damage, and like paladins, red mages, etc., etc. I'm not going to go into the detail of who does what. And honestly, like, if you don't know, then just give it to everyone, okay? Don't worry about optimizing how many GCDs, and like if you know, don't worry about that if this is your first time here. Just give it to everyone, okay? Just give it to everyone. Once you get more experience and like you know who specifically to give it to, then you know, act accordingly. But right now, if this is your first time in here, just give it to everyone, unless you specifically know otherwise, okay? All right, I think that's all I got. Double or nothing, go big, just bomb mechanic. If neither you nor the bombs have tethers, or if both you and the bombs have tethers, you go to big bomb. Otherwise, you go to small bomb. Mystario mechanic, you want to aim your opening towards the middle first, then a turret on the side. And that's about it. Everything else, just figure it out. Listen to callouts, do what you think you need to do. Oh, thank you for the reminder. I say all tanks, make sure your tank stances are on. All tanks, make sure your tank stances are on. All tanks, make sure your tank stances are on. We're going to have them all on. We're going to fight for threat among these 4 targets at the very beginning of the fight. We're going to gather them up dead center as best as we can so everyone else can AE them down. And then once they jump away, only myself and Uryoku should have tank stance on, and no other tank should have it on outside of us. Okay. Team leads, go ahead and run your ready checks, please. Go ahead and run your ready checks and call out when ready. Alpha is ready. Foxtrot ready. Echo ready. Charlie is ready. Bravo is ready. There is no Delta team, so I'm not waiting for a Delta ready. Okay, all teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food. If you're like me, you've got 2 minutes on your food buff. You want at least 10 minutes on your bar, so make sure you pop food. Tank stance check. All tanks should have their tank stances on. We are using lost actions, potions, everything you've got, okay? This is an enraging encounter. Let's not hit enrage because we forgot to hit our lost actions. Although, at TS, we did pretty good damage there, so. Alright, let's get it. 30 on the board. Whoever's giving out bubble, I suggest not doing that, just so we avoid buff capping issues. And if you want to go into the details on why not, we'll talk about it offline, but don't give people bubble if they don't need it. Alright, all tanks, make sure your tank stances are on. We're going to pull these guys in a tight stack, dead center. Here we go. 2, 1, let's go. Alright, stack it up tight in the middle. Raid wide's going out. Alright. Second raid wide going out. Alright, all tanks, go ahead and turn off your tank stance. Only myself and Iryoku should have it on. Iryoku, go ahead and get your target to the wall. Alright, good movement by your Iryoku there. You want to drag it along the wall like that. Alright, we are in Spellforge, Spellforge, Spellforge. If you got the yellow, click it off. Spellforge casters, give everyone a Spellforge if necessary. We're going into the first bomb mechanic. Alright, they have to die at the same time, so make sure you even out your damage. This is Shield Omen. This is a knockaway mechanic from the center. You want to aim yourself 45 to 90 degrees from the approach of the knight. Bombs are not tethered. If you are tethered, your target bomb is small bomb. Tethers to small. 45 to 90 degrees from the approach of the knight. Don't get knocked out of the arena. Tethers to small. Tethers to small. Alright, when you land rental bomb that just exploded, wait for the second explosion to hit. Lay on my part, sorry about that. Alright, warrior is boosting. Please dispel now, dispel now. Raid Y going out. And folks, try to stay between the two bosses so you're in range of like healing and stuff, alright? Don't be like out in BFE. Alright, Knight is a little bit high. Let's get it down a little bit. Alright, first tethers to win, followed by find the safe quarter. If you get tethered, you're going to swirly wind puddle. If not, you're going to sparkly lightning. Alright, tethers to wind. Knight is casting Sword Omen. We're going to find the safe quarter around the Knight. We're going to go away. Or is it south? Far south, far south, far south. Warrior is boosting. Okay. Go ahead and dispel the warrior. Or raid by going out. Okay. Small buster on tanks. Alright, and then repeat of mechanics starting with invuln tether. It might change, it might not. Stand by for the call. Alright, we are in Steel Sting, Steel Sting, Steel Sting. Give everyone Steel Sting. Tanks have priority, otherwise I'm not holding threat. Alright, they have to die at the same time, folks. They have to die at the same time, even in that. Knight's a little ahead. Second bomb mechanic, this is going to be Sword Omen. You're going to find your safe bomb. If we see this, you're going to find it out on the edge. Alright, actually kill the warrior now. Alright, we skipped that mechanic, good job. Alright, I'm going to get the soldier over to the wall first. Alright, gunner to the middle. Make sure you guys are using your lost actions. Not that I think I need to remind you guys. Alright. Small balls turn the frogs, follow the frogs one jump. They will create a safe spot between them. Alright, safe spots. Toward 3. Stadio is out. Aim your opening towards the middle first. Turret on the side, Clear, get back in the fight, critical rolls. If you died, please say something. Chain 2 is down. Okay, Ray White going out. Turrets are coming out soon, Yurioku. Okay, soldier is quite high, just be advised. Alright, Hex 1, Hex 2, get these turrets that are coming out now. Alright. Kill these turrets, folks. Hex 1, Hex 2, go ahead and invuln that sniper shot. Raid wide going out. Okay, hot or cold coming up. Good job on that turret. Hot or cold is coming up. Stand by for the call. If it's hot, you stop moving. It's a pyretic effect. If it's cold, you keep moving. Just like in cast run, okay? Alright. Hit target yourself. Hands off keyboards. Put your controllers down. Think about how your run is going. Are you having a good weekend? Wait for pyretic to fall off. Clear. Get back in the fight. Alright, second gunner mechanic. Alright, reflectors, get ready to do some reflecting. Observe the untethered soldiers. One's right underneath my target here on Delta, so Delta and Alpha are untethered. Alright, reflectors, do your thing. Number 1 tanks, chain and not. I'll take over. Actually, yeah, chain 2 is up. Alright, Aereo, make sure you turn off your tank stance. Reflectors, do your thing. Make sure you inbomb that, guys. Alright, damage on these shields. Don't get parried, don't get reflected, okay? Healers, LB3 at will. Make sure you have LB3 before hitting it, okay? Don't get parried, don't get reflected. Number 2 tanks, turn on tank stance. Number 2 tanks, turn on tank stance. Get your orb. Dagoth up here. Good. Oh, Mahia got. Right, there we go. Dagoth got it. Okay, and make sure you invuln. Alright, last call for healer LB3. Oh, it's over now. You get it? It looks like you got it. Okay, good job. Let's go ahead and get our remaining dead folks up. Good job on that. Make sure you loot both of your chests. Second chest, courtesy of our duelist Mahia Hoshi, who has gotten 40 new hand tokens for Aether DC. Well, all the people on this run anyway. So congratulations, everyone, and make sure you thank Mahia for your new hand token. You don't get a hand token if your duelist doesn't clear. Alright, good job. You're doing really good today. Knock on wood. Hopefully I didn't just jinx us. By the way, so not to call you out, Dagoth, but I kept seeing Aether Shield here during that last fight. You actually needed Aether Shield for starting with TA. Because if you're using Aether Shield prior to that, you're not going to have enough for the rest of the dungeon. Like when you actually need it. So I'll take over Aether Shield. That's why I've got backup. So I'll do Aether Shielding, starting with TA. But yeah, no one should be using Aether Shield prior to TA. In 1 retrust. Here, I'm gonna go over to 1. I'll pull over 1. Tank stance check, by the way. Thank you all tanks for doing what you did for the last pull. I'm gonna pull over to 1, and it's going to be 4. I'll pull over to 1, and it's going to be 4. Alright, so tank stance check. Make sure your tank stances is off. I'll take points here again. I'm gonna pull over to 1, and then this is gonna force us to go over to 4. Okay, but for the folks here for the first time, there's a 50-50 chance. There's gonna be like a circle donut that we're looking for. We're gonna walk down, just like in normal mode, the donut. We're gonna walk down the donut. It happens either on the 1 or the 4 column, where it's a coin toss. It's a 50-50 chance. So what we're gonna do here, I'm just gonna make a decision and pull over to 1. And we have a 50-50 chance of keeping uptime. Right? There's a 50% chance that we'll have to actually sprint over to 4, so just be careful of that. Alright, let's have our team leaders just run ready checks, because sometimes people AFK here for some reason, so run your ready checks, report when ready. 100. That's right. Yo, 50% of the time you're right every time, I guess. Yeah, you're good. All right, Echo ready, Delta ready, Foxtrot ready, Alpha ready, standing by for Bravo team. Bravo missing one. All right. All right, looks like we're going. Looks like we're going. Oh wait, why am I doing this? I'm supposed to pull over at 1. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. I just started auto brain here. Use whatever you have left in the tank for lost actions, by the way. Don't pop anything new. Oh, look at that! I called it. Yo, give me the prize. I called this exact pattern. All right, we're gonna go walk down the donut here on 4. Mic drop. I'm just gonna stop moving. I'm already done. Thank you. Just kidding. All right, don't fall behind. Don't get ahead. The snapshot for this is a little bit later than you would expect. Okay. All right, don't walk into the death wall. We're gonna wait for Charlie to stop flashing, and we're gonna go into Charlie. All right, we're gonna chill out here for many seconds. I'm so bad. I keep forgetting to pop Rampart as we walk down that donut. Is it Link? Alright, we're gonna chill out here for 3 flashes. We're gonna wait for 3 flashes on Delta, then we're gonna move into Delta. 1, 2, 3. Move into Delta. We're gonna wait for 3 flashes on Charlie, then we're gonna move into Charlie. 1, 2, 3. Let's go into Charlie. Alright, we're gonna see ad phase here in a second. Alright. Healers, please heal up the Misty Wraiths. Everyone else kill the Bloody Wraiths. Don't assume that the other target is being handled, because if everyone does that, then the other target doesn't actually get handled due to bystander effect. So just assume that the other target is not being handled and act accordingly. Alright, last wave. Alright, that southwest Misty Wraith needs... Alright, I see someone healing it. Alright, interrupt the middle. Very good. Alright, it is up to you whether or not we see ice spikes. If you want to see ice spikes, stop damage. If you don't want to see ice spikes, then do stuff. Alright, we're gonna go to Charlie here. We're gonna get knocked back into that donut. That's how this works. Alright, here we go. So the movement here is we're gonna walk with the donut. When we get to Charlie, we're gonna slowly make our way to Alpha and then loop around. Okay. Don't run into the death wall. Okay. Going to Bravo, then Alpha, loop around this Exo Flare, and then get behind the boss. That's fine. All right, we've got traps up ahead. So sweep 2, Mela Sidley, please reveal the way. Show us the way. All right, don't outrun your trap sweep. All right, everyone else, just mindfully, manually, do not auto run, do not auto brain. Do we have dead people back here, by the way? Yes, we do. Alright, do not auto-run, do not auto-brain. Do not take blind corners, especially after the stairwell. There's a bomb right inside of the little hallway after the stairwell when you go downstairs. We do have a dead person over here. So make sure you don't blow anything up. Someone needs to do a defibrillating thump. right, good job. Welcome back. Welcome back to the game. All right, mindfully, manually make your way downstairs. Do not auto run. Do not auto brain. Don't take blind corners, especially after the stairwell. You don't want to hit one of these traps and explode people around you. What? All right. Nice, easy trap pattern today. All right, welcome to TA. Let's take a quick 2 minutes here. Well, not 2 minutes, maybe like 5 minutes. Go ahead and bio if you need to, which I will do. So I'll be right back. All right. The what? All right, welcome back. Gonna give it another minute, and then we'll do a full ready check. Yeah, make sure you move around when if you're coming back. If you just came back, don't want to get AFK kicked. All right, we're making pretty good time here, I think. All right, team leads, go ahead and run your ready checks. Report when ready. And for this ready check, if someone's missing but they've like cleared already, like just take a look in voice chat. If they have the C, then just count them as here. We're doing a ready check just to make sure that people who need like a little bit of the pre-brief are here to at least hear it. All right, let me pull up the full host plan so I don't forget anything here. Hashtag ready. Yo, I'm hashtag ready too. Okay. Hashtag list. All right, Charlie ready, Echo ready, Bravo ready, Alpha ready, Foxtrot is not reporting. Okay, we'll stand by for Foxtrot. I think they're probably missing someone who needs the brief. Actually, no, Foxtrot's got one new person. Okay. Yeah. All right, we're good. All right, not a really. I mean, this is. All right, let me preface what I'm about to say by this. This is a hard fight. Okay, I'm not gonna explain all the mechanics or anything like that, just because experience really is the best teacher here. So I'll explain a few things that are like call out related, not strictly like fight related, and then the rest of it you're just gonna learn if you're here for the first time or like you're still progging TA or whatever. We're just gonna kind of throw you in the fire here. Sword callouts. If what I'm about to say doesn't make sense to you because like you've never been to TA, then don't worry about that. Just try to remember what I'm saying like as best as you can, and hopefully in the moment that you need the information, it'll click in your head. Right? That's the idea. Sword callouts. On the floor, you can. On the arena, you can see 4 tiles marked 1, 2, 3, 4. One of those tiles will be completely clear of cleaves, completely safe from cleaves for the sword mechanic. However, similar to normal mode, you need to get hit by at least one thing, maybe 2, depending on the mechanic. If you make sure you take your hits, make sure you get hit by at most one thing. Okay, unless you're like invulning or doing some like extra niche stuff, don't worry about that. If you see someone else doing something weird, don't worry about them. Just focus on your own mechanic. You want to start wherever I call out the safe square is, and then move 1 square north, south, east, or west of that square to resolve your slash. If you are diagonal to the safe square, you're taking 2 hits because the sword cleaves will overlap on the inner cardinal positions. So you always want to be cardinal to the safe square. So north, south, east, or west, diagonal is not the answer to your personal riddle, okay? Diagonal is not the answer. Elemental brand. For the first half of this fight, it's just like in normal mode, you need to resolve your overhead temperature. If you can remember normal mode, you got that temperature gauge over your head. You want to resolve that to neutral for the first 3 weapon sequences. For the second 3 weapon sequences, you want to finish opposite your elemental brand debuff. If this is your first time here, make sure you can see like where your debuffs are on your UI. If you need to make those icons bigger to get a better view of them, then do that, okay? But you're going to be dealing with elemental brand debuff, so that's going to be like a +2 hot brand, -1 cold brand, something like that, okay? For the second half of this fight, you want to finish with your overhead temperature to be opposite that debuff, whatever that is. So if we're doing like the second sword mechanic, and you get like an overhead temperature of +2 hot, and then a +2 hot brand debuff, that means you need to finish with your overhead of 2 cold. Okay, so you're gonna have to get hit by 2 different 2 cold slashes, right? That'll balance you out. So the first one will neutralize your temperature. The second one will put you at opposite your elemental brand debuff. or we might be in like the hard bow pattern, and you might start with like a plus, like a 1 hot over your head, and then a -1 cold brand in your debuff area. That means you have to get hit by nothing, right? Then you would trace out where the nothing arrow is, and then maneuver yourself such that you land in the nothing arrow square when it reaches the other side. All right. Quick march is 2 squares. Do not sprint. Ninjas, do whatever you need to do to manage your quick march running speed. I think it's like slightly larger than 2 squares. But generally speaking, you want to start your quick march from the center on that 3 tile where TA is hovering right now. You want to start quick march from that tile, and then you want to let quick march take you wherever you need to go to resolve your mechanic. So for the first boulder pattern, it might not happen in this order, but the first boulder pattern that we see, you want to start in the middle, let quick march take you into the correct boulder to resolve your overhead temperature. For the first bow pattern, you want to let quick march take you from this middle tile towards Delta or Bravo. Okay, it'll march you exactly 2 squares. So if you don't sprint, you're not gonna have any issue with like running into the wall or anything like that. And then the final time you see quick march is when we're already in the safe column for the second bow pattern, and you're going to use that quick march to take you into your correct your target square to receive your arrow hit, whatever that might be. And that is still 2 squares. Don't sprint. Okay, that's all I'm going to talk about here. TA is hard. Don't expect this to be a cakewalk easy fight. If this is your first time here, listen to callouts and do what you think you need to do. If you die here, it is not the end of the world, okay? Just relax, don't get flustered, and learn from your death. If this is your first time here, and you've heard a lot of like horror stories or whatever about TA, like don't come into this fight stressed out, expecting to be perfect. Like don't be like, I'm gonna be the one who progs this without getting killed. Like don't worry about that, right? Everyone eats it at TA on occasion, right? Sometimes we even wipe here, right? Just that's fine. Just learn what you can from your time here, and then if it doesn't work out, then just come back in the future run, and we'll try to get further. All right, and if we wipe here, then we wipe. No big deal. I'm not gonna make another attempt at this. Atma's got to run later on tonight, and his run will probably have more people. So just since there's another run tonight, I'm not gonna make another attempt at this. All right, that's all I got. Aether shielding tanks. Now is the time to slot in Aether shield. If you have not done so already, go ahead and get that ready to go. And Alpha team, I'll assume primary Aether shield. Dagoth, just do Aether shield for practice, but I'll definitely be doing it. So let me slot that in now. All right, pseudo tanks. If you're in a situation where you require a pseudo tank because you only have 1 tank, I think Echo team or Charlie team, I forget how many tanks you guys have, but if you have a pseudo tank, now's the time to get Lost Stone Skin 2 on, and you're gonna pop that with every glory of Boja, okay, just along with the Aether shield. And then pseudo healers, make sure you have, just go ahead and re-up on your Lost Cure 4. If you're starting this fight with like 3 out of 25 charges or whatever, you don't want to find out after the raid wide hits that you're out of Lost Cure 4. Okay, that's a bad time to realize you're out of ammo. So just go ahead and reslot your Lost Cure 4 now, and don't worry about running out during the fight. Okay, that's all I got. Team leads. Go ahead. Oh, is it Sunday? Okay, well, it's Sunday. Go ahead and run. So his runs tomorrow night. Go ahead and run your ready checks. Report when ready, please. Thank you. Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's the dynamic. They're trying to do like a dynamic DRS Discord. So if you want another run, make sure you look that up. I don't know if they're like, I think they're RSVP. I'm not sure. Don't go into it now, Luna, but just like later on, if you want to plug it in general or something, then I'll let them know how to do that. Okay, Alpha ready, Foxtrot ready, Echo ready, Bravo ready. Standing by for Charlie. All right, standing by for Charlie team. All our teams are ready. Okay, Charlie is ready. All teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food if you're like me. You've got 1 minute of food buff left. You need at least 9 minutes and some number of seconds for that. I want to say 9:16. I'm not really sure. But at least have 10 minutes. All right, tank stance check. All tanks should have their tank stances off. Everyone take a deep breath. Exhale, and 30 on the board. Here we go. All right, 10 seconds soon. Go ahead and sprint. I'm gonna try to pull this to the middle as best as I can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, tank stack up front. All right, stack and share. This is a shared buster. Alright, stack up with the rest of your party. Aether Shield, Stone, Skin, 2, Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Alright, good job. Everyone in front of the boss. In front, in front, in front. Okay, behind or out. Coming up next, casters can pre-position for both. Alright, behind, then out. Behind, then out. And if you're a ranged person, you can pre-position for both, just by being real far. Alright, out. Last weapon, this is a circle around the boss, untelegraphed, 8 yards. Go away. Try not to greet it too hard. Alright, stack on 3, stack on 3, stack on 3. Alright, take a look at your overhead temperature. Take a look at your quick march debuff. Start on 3 and use that quick march to march you into your boulder that you need here. Healers, please heal us up before we run off. Okay, point your quick march towards the thing that resolves your temperature. We are marching in 2, 1, now. Alright, return to the middle for mitigation and healing. Okay, stack it up here in front of the boss. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitigation now. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Stack it up on 3, it's going to be a transition to sword here soon. Okay, in front of the boss, it's pointing towards 3, just get in front. Alright. Hold your burst if you haven't started anything. Okay, take a look at your overhead temperature. Be at 0 by the end of 2 slashes. You've got 2 chances to get this right. This is the sword pattern. And here we go. First is 4. 4 is the safe spot. Get 1 away from this from 4. Alright, there you go. Diagonal's not correct. Second safe spot is 2, 2, 2. If you still need to get hit, your answer is next to 2. Diagonal is not correct. I was trying to do 2 things at once there. And my brain can't keep up. Alright. Good job. Stack it up on boss. Stack up on boss. Make sure you're using your lost actions. Alright. Aether Shield. Stone Skin 2. Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again. Help out with the bleed. Okay, she's gonna move to 3, get south of 3. Okay, behind the boss here. Alright, tank stack up front. Do not pop mitigation yet. Everyone take a look at your quick march debuff. Think about which way that's gonna take your character. You wanna start that on 3. Stack buster, stack buster, stack buster. Alright, get on 3. Point your quick march away from the column of fire. We are going Delta in 2, 1, go. Alright, we've got some firewalkers, so if they happen to re-res out there, just try to rescue them if you can safely. But focus on survival. Take a look at your overhead temperature. No other gimmick here, just find your arrow, find out where it's going to land, and walk yourself there. Alright, trace it out. Arrows are resolving now. Alright, stack on boss, stack on boss, stack on boss. Alright, Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with bleed. I think this is next I can get. Yeah, okay. Circle around the boss, untelegraph, go away. And then stack on 3. This is the beginning of elemental brand mechanics, so you're gonna get a debuff. So stack on 3. Take a look at your overhead temperature. That's the first part of the temperature mechanic. Take a look at your debuff. You want to finish with your overhead to be opposite your debuff. So think about what you need to be hit by to make that happen. Stack up on 3. Healers, please heal us up. Walk yourself to your boulder while obeying unseen eye. It looks like, I don't know what this is. Or South Black Squares? Yeah. Alright, return to the middle. Alright, Aether Shield. Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Stack up tight. Stack up tight so you're not out of range of healing or anything like that. I'm just gonna keep it pointed here. Get in front of the boss that's facing 3. Get in front of the boss that's facing 3. In front of the boss. Okay, once again, she's gonna move on her own to 2 and 3. Don't start any new burst here. She's gonna go untargetable here. Take a look at your overhead temperature. Take a look at your elemental brand. Think about what you need to be hit by to be opposite your elemental brand. You might need to get hit twice. Here we go. Your first safe spot is 3. Your first safe spot is 3. Your personal answer is next to 3. Diagonal is not correct. Alright. Your second safe spot is 4. Your second safe spot is 4. Your personal answer is next to 4. Diagonal is not correct. Alright, hopefully I didn't mess this up. Alright, stand by for healer LB3. Healer LB3 now. Healer LB3 now. Healer LB3 now. Aether Shield. Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. That healer LB should have been early enough so that you're not in animation lock at this point. Alright, get behind the boss, get behind the boss, get behind the boss. Echo Healer dead. Alright, we'll just do a manual res. Alright, good job. Alright, let's go get our people up here. Do not go ahead to the queen. We're not going ahead to the queen. So this is a situation. This is why we save our. We try to follow the healer protocol for rezzing. Right, in a situation like this where like we lose an entire team, or we otherwise have a lot of people to res, this is where it matters. So make sure you're communicating by following that healer protocol. Stand on the body first before slotting in Lost Arise. That way you're communicating to your co-healers that you are going to take responsibility for attempting to get that person up. So this is the situation where judicious usage of resources matters. All right, we have one more dead person down here, Goomba Senior. You solved the sword mech? Good for you. Yeah. Glad to see it. That was a real clean TA. It was real clean. All right, once we get these folks rezzed up, all of our new folks go back to the trap room. We're not going ahead yet. Not going ahead yet. Let's res our people. Make sure you loot your chest, though, at Alpha if you haven't done that already. All right, I think all deaths are resolved. Team leads, just make sure that I'm not, like, forgetting anyone, but I don't see any corpses. All right, all of our new people, come back to the trap room. We're gonna bring you into the fold here. Okay, thank you, Luke, for taking care of the trap. I assume that was you. Yeah. All right, our new folks and anyone else who wants to participate, just gather up on this pink trap right here. Get real close. Don't actually jump on it. Don't actually jump on it. Just get real close, real close, real close. Get real close. We got a few more people on the way. All right, last call. All right, get real close to the trap. On the count of 3, you're all going to jump on it at the same time, and then you're going to sprint and expeditiously make your way to the jump pad behind TA, and then into the between the middle of the grating on the other side in front of the statue, okay? So here we go, on the count of 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right. Only one person can open the way for everyone. So consider this a little bit of a race. Let's see who the winner is today. And as always, thank you to our receiving line folks. Always trying to make it special for everyone who shows up. We appreciate you guys every time. All right. Oh, it looks like Luke. How'd you get up here so quickly? All right, Luke is opening the way. I am sweep 3. I will sweep for traps up ahead. All right, there are traps downstairs. Let's go ahead and go to Minotaur here. I'm small. You sure are. All right, there's a trap right here. All right, that's discovered. All right. Oh, really bad trap placement here. Just be careful on your way down. Do not auto run. Do not auto brain. All right, I'm just gonna pop this because this is poison. Actually, no, I'm not gonna pop it. Everyone go ahead to the purple line there. Do not auto run, do not auto brain. I'll take care of this trap in a second because I've got antidote and I don't really. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. You got people next to you, Luna. Don't do it. All right, let's just clear this trap here. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pop this. All right. All right, let's get 2 tanks. Oh, actually, before I talk about that. All right, 2 tanks per marker here on the bridge, and we are going to organize our ad pairs. All right, Luke, you can be 2. All right, wait, I'm 3. You can be 1. You can be 4. Actually, Arioko and myself need a partner. All right, we should have 9 tanks. All right, there we go. All right, so our numbered tanks are going to be primary ad bait, guys. Luke, I think we all of us numbered folks know what we need to do. Trap sweepers. So Dagoth. All right, I think it's just Dagoth who's doing this for the first time. Okay, so Dagoth, your tank partner is Gaius Hellscream. What you're going to do is during the ad phase, you and Gaius are gonna go north to the 1 marker. I'm gonna get these markers out onto the field, but you're both gonna go to the 1 marker when this boss, the Stigma Lock Lord, gets to 70%, and then you're gonna walk with Gaius to the 2 marker. Once you're at the 2 marker, the floor will turn yellow. The yellow will get bright, and then it'll go away. Once it goes away, you're going to pop sprint, invuln, and then run the quarter lap, just like how we entered earlier into slime, into the rooms for slime. You're going to do essentially the same thing, except this time for a quarter of the outer ring. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. But yeah, that is the extent of your responsibilities here. And then I think all the other tanks have been here multiple times, so I'm not worried about them. All right, let's get 4 people to call out Reflect, 4 people to call out Dispel, and then you guys will be doing inner ring mechanics. So just call it out. Actually, no, not 4. We have. We've got about 40, just one shy of 40, so let's have 3 people call it out. So 3 dispellers, 3 reflectors. Yeah, we're going clockwise around the outside. Luna, just pick one or the other. Like, I know you can do both. I know you have the skill to do it, but we also want to try to spread the actual experience of doing it among as many people as we can. All right, reflect, dispel, reflect. So 3 reflects called. Luna, can you handle dispel, please? Or Amani, okay, doesn't matter. All right, 3 dispels, 3. All right, whatever. Okay, all dispels, reflects called out. Our tank-specific stuff, our new person has been briefed. So, Dagat, just to make sure, like, you see the one marker out on the field, you and Gaius Hellscream are both going to start up there when the Stigma Lock Lord hits 70%. And you're both going to make your way to 2, and then you're going to sweep from 2 to 3. That's how that works. Alright, our dispellers and reflectors, you guys are going to be doing inner ring mechanics. So reflectors, just get next to a ball of fire. Make sure you cast reflect on yourself, not the ball of fire. And then get inside the ball of fire's like AE radius. It's the same size as the reflect orbs in Queensguard from earlier. So expect to see that. And then dispellers, you're going to find the ball of earth. You're going to dispel it and hit it for a single point of damage. So just give it like a dot. Just give it a dot and it'll go away in 1 tick. And you keep doing that in addition to all of your mechanics. Okay, so for everyone else, once Stigma Lock Lord gets to 70%, you're gonna kind of evacuate to a number. Doesn't matter what number. You can pick 3 if you want, but just get to a number, any number. And then you're going to stay on that number for like about 30 seconds. You want to stay there until the first push-pull happens. You want to resolve your first push-pull, and then you want to scatter after that. So what this fight is going to look like for the majority of the folks here, I'm going to pull Stigma Lock Lord, no countdown. We're not going to do a high damage, like bursty opener. You want to build up resources here and save your juice, save your special sauce for the ad phase, because it's the ads that matter. So I'm just going to pull with no countdown here. We're going to build up gauge. At 70%, Stigma Lock Lord is going to jump to the middle and become untargetable. At that point, you all, who is not specifically tasked to do anything, just get to a number. All right, I'll use 3 as an example. So you get here, number 3 ad is going to show up here. I'm going to provoke it. I'm going to turn my tank stance, I'm going to provoke, and I'm going to take my dog for a walk clockwise. You guys are not moving off of 3. Okay, just stay here on this number. Especially if you're like a monk or whatever, or melee, with no like ranged solution. Don't try to run up and get GCDs on it and then get caught out in the death wall for just due to lack of like vigilance. You're going to see an ad coming from your right. Don't run up to meet this ad, okay? I've seen some melee DPS do this. They come up and they try to get GCDs out here. The floor turns yellow and they get caught out here because they don't realize entrapment is happening, and that like a random trap is going to show up and they're just going to blow themselves up. So just chill out on your number, whatever number you are. If there's a tank bringing an ad to you, don't run up to meet it. Okay, just stay on your number. The floor is going to turn yellow. The yellow is going to go away. Do not get don't get like claustrophobic and then just like move off the number. Don't do that. Stay on the number. Reason being is that there is a hidden trap either like right here or like right here, right immediately to your right or left. Maybe not, maybe or maybe not, but the fact that it can spawn right there is the reason you're staying on your number. Okay, you're gonna see a tank like pop sprint, pop invul, and run off to here. Don't follow them. Okay, they're exploding a trap. You're gonna see a similar tank coming from your right at high speed. Don't run out to meet them. Okay, just chill out on your number. If you're following directions, you're not gonna get hit. You're gonna get a debuff of concern, which I'll go into in a moment. You're gonna want to resolve your knockback or pull in across this notch, and that is the thing that you're waiting for. That's when you scatter. Okay, the reason you're scattering is there's an upcoming mechanic where you're dropping puddles on the ground. I don't want to see like a whole bunch of puddles just covering the walkway and then forcing the tank to have to navigate through that. Okay, so spread out after that first push pull happens. You're gonna have to duck into a notch pretty soon after that, but yeah, just spread out after that first push pull. That way we guarantee that you're at least in the correct position to resolve your knockback or pull-in effect. Speaking of push pull, let me copy an image and paste this in raid text chat. All right, so for the folks seeing this for the first time, you're going to get one of two debuffs of concern. This is for the ad phase pull in or push back mechanic. If you take a look at raid text chat, if you've never been here before, take a look at raid text chat. I just pasted the picture. There's a debuff along with where to stand for the debuffs. Okay, if you get the debuff with lines, you're getting pulled in towards the middle. All right. If you get the debuff with the dude getting knocked back by the pink cloud, as a knockback effect, you're getting pushed across this notch towards the outside. Okay, so you want to stand in the correct position and resolve your pull or push across these notches. It took me about like 5 attempts at Minotaur to really kind of understand and internalize what these debuffs meant. So if you're here for the first time, it might not be easy for you to remember like what does what, especially when you're like trying to dodge and like do all sorts of stuff. Okay, so this is how I remember it. If you get the debuff with lines, think of it like this: Minotaur Lord or Stigma Lock Lord is eating spaghetti. You're getting pulled in. If you get the debuff with the pink cloud, that's after dinner. Minotaur Lord is blowing cigar smoke. You're getting pushed out. Okay? You get it now, thanks. Alright, yeah. If that doesn't work for you, then figure out your own mnemonic on how you want to remember it. But the debuff with lines is pull in, that's spaghetti. Debuff with the pink cloud is cigar smoke. You're getting pushed out. You blow out cigar smoke. Alright, that's all I got. Tank stance check. Actually, let's do a full-on ready check. So all team leads, go ahead and run your ready checks. Report when ready. It all makes sense now. You know, one day I'll forget to do that, and we'll wipe here at Minotaur, and people will be like, "I didn't know. I couldn't tell what the debuffs did." All right, Alpha ready, Delta ready, Echo ready, Bravo ready, Charlie ready. Sorry. Oh, I don't know what you're apologizing for, but all right. All teams are ready. Tank stance check. I'll take points here. And then tanks 1, 2, and 4, you'll turn on your tank stance when Stigma Lock Lord hits 70% and jumps to the middle, okay? So all tanks, check your tank stance. Make sure it's off. and then turn it on at the relevant point. All right, no countdown here. Just slow burn on the Stigma Lock Lord, 70%, and let's do it. Look at this early pulling dude. Numbered tanks can go ham here. All right, small buster on me. Just don't get hit by this. All right, find your arm's length sure cast. Arm's length sure cast now. All right, don't get hit by this triple whack. All right, 70%. Tank pairs get to your number, and we killed that quick. All right. Tank stance check 1, 2, and 4. Provoke your ad. And take your dog for a walk. Alright, floor is turning yellow. When the yellow goes away, Urgoth, pop sprint, pop invuln, run the quarter. Alright, debuffs of concern are out. Get into a notch, resolve your debuff. Alright, continue along the outside. Make sure you... Okay, we've lost control. Get into a notch, get into a notch. Alright, make sure you guys spread out. Don't bait all these puddles just like that on the limit. Oh god. Okay. Oh god, okay. Just keep it together, try to... Alright, we're now in a situation where we have to... Let's get control of these ads. Alright, get in a notch, get in a notch. Let's get that let's get another tank to provoke that Stigma Lock Monk. And have it going in the correct direction. Alright, debuffs are resolving, get in a notch, get in a notch. Debuffs are resolving. Alright, continue on. You want to respect the mechanic. Okay, get into a notch, get into a notch. Alright, Iryoku, why don't you take point here? Alright. Triple puddles are going to come out. Just take those puddles out to the edge. If we have any dicers, just use them. Just try to get some people up. Take those bolts out to the edge, please. Okay, watch out. There's a puddle on the inside there. Just be careful of that. Alright, 20-yard circle. 20-yard circle. Be super far from this. If your 20-yard skill is still working, you're too close. Yeah, be careful about that next time. Take all that to the outside. Take the second set to the outside. Alright, take the second set to the outside. Everyone else stack up in the middle. You're baiting Crushing Hoof. You are baiting Crushing Hoof. Alright, oh. Okay. Get away from that marker. You know what that means. The triple cleave is not that far, okay? Just be careful on your way back in. You can wait it out. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, try to get it back to the middle. Okay, Iryoku is going to take a buster here in a second. So that's tank number 4. Get away from tank number 4. And then raid wide it's coming out, I think. Yeah, this is a raid wide, just mitigate and heal. And then repeat of mechanics. Alright, take those puddles all the way out to the edge. Get ready to run. Get ready to run out of this 20-yard circle. I feel like I got targeted for that. There's a 20-yard circle. Alright, good job. Let's res our dead. Try to prioritize healers first. Then tanks. Do not run ahead to the queen. We need to... We might... I'm not sure if we have enough reses for everyone, so... Let's prioritize healers first. And then those healers further will res other people. You got Doom for dice? Yo. What's the percent? What's the percentage without Gambler? Of that happening? I feel like it's like 1% or something. They're like lucky. You know what? No, Eric Dinglefart put some data here in theory crafting the other day. Rolled dice 400 times and collected data just to give us some knowledge, and I appreciate that. Doom is less than 1%. And then with Gambler, it's less than 0.5%, according to his collected data. Sample size of 400, so, you know. Do with that what you will. Healer LB3 without Gambler is 3.5. Healer LB3 with Gambler is 34%. Thank you for the Lost Rise. Roast. Alright. Okay, we might... I don't know how much Lost Rise we have. We used quite a bit earlier during TA. So we might be in a situation where we're not going to be able to get everyone up. So just kind of mentally prepare for that. Let's get Anzu up. Because Anzu's our flare starter. I'm looking for other healers. Okay, just get anyone up at this point. I think all the healers are recovered. If they were on the floor, they're no longer on the floor. So just get anyone who can up. Newcomers first. I mean, I'll leave it up to you guys to figure out who you want to res. just pick someone by whatever logic you want to use and get them up. Alright, if you're not rezzing, just kind of clear out of the way here, just so we're not confused as to whether you're a healer waiting for someone to clear off or not. Alright, are we out of rises? Is that what we're dealing with? Alright, all healers report on your lost to rise count. Yeah, okay. No, that's what I'm expecting. You have one Baron. Wait, you're a tank. Aren't you a tank? I'd rather not deal with the chance of doom, because it's like it's not a 0% chance just because you're a tank. All right, Rose, just get someone up if you can. Yeah, I don't want you to do that, and then we just trade like someone else's life for yours, right? Like I'd rather just keep you here. All right, use what you got left. Pick someone and tell them you're their favorite dead person. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, for folks who don't get res here, don't take it personally. Okay, this is part of the magic of DR Savage. You got any charges left? This person just arose 3 people on one Lost Arise. Oh no, why are you down? Okay. Oh, you sacked. Okay. Lost Arise has a chance of killing you. It's not a 0% chance. Or not Lost Arise, excuse me, Lost Sacrifice. Lost Arise, that doesn't work for you if you're a tank. So DRS specific like mechanism for Lost Arise it's a 10% chance of working only if you're a healer, not if you're like anyone else. Yeah, you gotta have the pure essence. Otherwise, it's like a 0% chance of working. Okay, to confirm, we have no one with Lost Arise at all. Okay. What's going to happen? 2 things are going to happen. At this point, anyone else who is dead, depart from instance. We have no way to get you back up. We're going to make the call now. Go ahead and depart instance. Yeah. Sometimes it happens that way, right? So, just tough luck and better luck next time. Yeah. All right. For those remaining, you can readjust parties if you want to. I'm personally not going to deal with that. But yeah, we can readjust parties if people want like the crutch of LB3. Otherwise, let's just go ahead and go up to the Queen's room. But the other thing that we need to keep in mind at this point is that after we kill the Queen, we're most likely going to have dead people on the ground. We cannot Arise them. We can sacrifice them at the end of the fight, but we cannot Lost Arise because we literally have no res capability outside of like dice and Lost Sac. I've got a dice in the pocket, so like maybe I'll get lucky and hit that 3.5% chance of res, but yeah, it's a crutch. LB3's healer. LB3's a crutch. Just get good and don't get hit by mechanics. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Okay. So alpha. Let's see. 2 slots free. I'm gonna delegate this. Max. I'm gonna have Max Donger. I'm just gonna be promote. Like you're not. I'm not telling you to be. I'm not taking away responsibility from Dagoth. Actually, no. We'll give this to Dagoth. We'll have you fully party lead. Okay, so Dagoth, if you want to figure out and invite people who are like solo or whatever, I'll let you figure that out. And then similarly, other teams, just feel free to talk about like if you want to collapse Charlie. I think it's Charlie that's the short stack. So if people want to fill in, then just figure that out. Okay, I'm not going to coordinate that. All right. Let's get some tanks over here on the left. You don't know how to see solo players? They should have that, like, see like Etoria Avant right now has that little white arrow next to their name. That's how you can tell that they're out of a party. Now if someone is choosing to have their mentor crown up, that overwrites that little white arrow, so they'll have to tell you. But yeah, just communicate. When in doubt, communicate. When in doubt, talk it out. Alright, so let's mark some tanks here. Give Iryoku Anchor, give Luke you. Alright. And all other tanks just backup tanks. So I think, yeah, you 3 know what you need to do. Just make sure you count 2 hits before swapping. Don't provoke after 1 hit. Like sometimes people will forget. So you're looking for 2 hits, and make sure each one of you, if you're tanking, that you invuln the cleansing slash. All right, let me go to full host plan so I don't forget anything. Reflectors and dispellers. Let's see, how many people do we have here? We have 35. Let's get 3 reflectors, or excuse me, 3 dispellers. And then anyone with reflect capability, you're also now a reflector. Okay, so Izumi, Red Dahlia, and Luna Midori dispel, and then everyone else is reflect. Yeah, I'll call out when to do reflects, or I'll try to, unless I forget. I shouldn't forget. Okay, tanks with Aether Shield. You should have 9 out of 15 charges. Do not slot over your last Aether Shield. You need at least 8. So as long as you have at least 8 charges, you're good to go for this fight. The second Aether Shield in your pocket is for Soft Enrage. If we happen to see Soft Enrage, you're going to use that during Soft Enrage to protect your teams from the final Empyrean Iniquity. But yeah, like the way Soft Enrage works here, a few blasts happen. You want to Aether Shield before, like, when Soft Enrage starts, and then like about 15 seconds into it, you want to, like, once you cast that first lost Aether Shield, you want to immediately slot over with your second Aether Shield that's in your holster. That's what that second Aether Shield is for. You're going to wait until Empyrean Iniquity starts casting, then you're going to use Aether Shield again. Right? Slotting over your existing Aether Shield resets its cooldown timer. That's why you have a second one in the pocket. But yeah, you should have 9 out of 15 charges of Aether Shield right now. Okay. So we're doing content disrespecting Buster. Yeah, okay, I assigned those tanks. Super chest. Okay, so I used the so-called super chest strat, and I used the right wall facing the safe spot for super chest. So what that means is wherever the safe spot shows up. So the way super chest works is as follows: you're going to get 2 movement debuffs, movement edicts, 2, 3, or 4, 2 different ones, 2 different numbers between 2, 3, and 4. Add those up. You're going to add those up to, and you're going to come up with a sum of 5, 6, or 7. Depending on where 5s, 6s, or 7s stand, I'll be directing where 5s, 6s, or 7s go. Okay. So one possibility of super chest is as follows: if the safe spot shows up north, we start on the other end. So if the safe spot shows up north, we come down here to the south wall. I'm going to take a look at the outside, I'm going to take a look at the field, see what the situation is, and depending on the configuration of the chess pieces, the wall and back will be either safe or not safe. The wall being this column. If the safe spot's up north, the wall is like this column, and then the back is this row back here. Okay. But I'm gonna look around. The wall and back may or may not be safe, and they can be both safe or different, like safe or not safe, whatever. There's 4 different combinations, right? So I'm gonna look around, and one possibility might sound as follows: if the safe spot shows up to the north, we're gonna be running to the south. I'll look around, and maybe like this, the wall and back are safe. So I'll say back is safe, wall is safe, 6 is in the corner, 7's on delta, 5's all the way up on 2. Okay, or alpha, or bravo, depending on what the chess pieces want us to do. Another possibility is that the safe spot shows up down here on south, because it can show up either dead north or dead south. If it shows up dead south, we're going up to the north end of this arena. And as we're running up north, I'm going to look around, see what the situation is. And it might be like north or wall is unsafe, back is unsafe, 5's on 2, 6 is to the left of 2, 7's to the left of 6's. Okay, when I say to the left, I mean to the left facing the safe spot. All right, so if you can imagine that we're running north, the safe spot is here on this square down south. 5's on 2, 6 is to the left of 2. That's like over here on this column next to 2. So just make sure you're going to the correct direction. So whatever the situation is, wherever you start, we use the right wall. So as soon as you get your first movement edict, it's going to be 2, 3, or 4. It's not your full 5, 6, or 7. Okay, you should not be running 5, 6, or 7 steps when the first number shows up. Just pay attention to what's on your head. Move that number of spaces towards the right, whatever the safe column is. I'll call it out. It might be Charlie, it might be Alpha, or whatever. Move towards the safe column. When you run out of steps and you're at the wall, just start moving down the wall, okay? And then stop when you're out of steps. Wait for the stun, and then when the second number shows up, just get to the safe spot, no matter what your number is. If you're going to die anyway because you did your like positioning wrong or whatever, just die in the safe spot. Okay, because if you die outside of the safe spot, your re-raise might proc, and then you're gonna get killed again by the raid Y that happens afterwards. So whatever happens, just die. If you're gonna die in the safe spot. Okay, so that's super chess. Relentless 2 possible curse pattern. Just there's a specific relentless pattern that's kind of hard to navigate if it's cursed. So relentless 2 is as follows: the queen will slash through half of the arena. She's gonna come from a different direction. The first time she does it, she's gonna come from a diagonal direction. Second time she does it, she's gonna come from a cardinal direction. Okay, so random diagonal for the first one. She cleaves like half of the arena. That's also random. The first slash, the diagonal slash, happens with a knockback orb mechanic. So you saw that earlier. You have to position yourself 45 to 90 degrees from the approach of the knight, and then get knocked away, not out of the arena. Do not get knocked out of the arena. That happens at the same time as the queen will slash diagonally. It might so happen that the queen will slash through the majority of the safe spot, what would usually be the safe spot. The queen can choose to cleave that. So the way to navigate that specific cursed pattern, the first part of the cursed pattern, is to determine where, if the knight is showing up, like the knight's going to show up towards a corner, determine if it's like left of corner or right of corner. I'll call it out. So if it's left of corner, in the event that the queen decides to cleave through most of our safe spot, you want to get knocked away towards the left. Okay, 95 degrees to the left, if you can imagine that. You don't want to get knocked into the path of the queen or into where the knockback orb is. I think I saw some people actually travel with the orb during the Queen's Guard fight. So you don't want to travel with the orb. So get knocked away 45 to 90 degrees from the approach of the knight. And then make note, like, which, if the knight is left of corner or right of corner, that'll help you navigate the first curse pattern if it happens, okay? The second part of the curse pattern, where the queen will slash through from a cardinal direction, so north to south or east to west or whatever. She's going to cleave half the arena. That is in conjunction with tethered soldiers, okay? Untethered soldiers are the safe spot. They're not going to jump, so just figure it out what the Venn diagram of safe spot is, where the untethered soldiers are not, where the untethered soldiers are, and where the queen will not cleave through. That's a safe spot, okay? Sometimes it might be just like a small triangle, like near 3 or Delta or Charlie or something like that. Just be prepared to run over there as necessary. I'll actually safety Dorito here. Alright, so there's that. That's the Relentless 2 curse pattern. The first chess pattern we see is not super chess, it's murder chess. Alright, this is like a normal, so-called normal chess, but I call it murder chess because sometimes I'll murder the raid by making a bad call here. But the way to resolve this is as follows. The chess pieces will show up east and west. They're going to mark which rows are not safe. Those rows, east-west rows, will not be safe. Numbers are going to show up on those pieces. That's how many columns into the board they're going to march. Those columns are not safe. Finally, North Swing Glow is going to force us into a cardinal direction. If you don't remember what that is, it's like the dots show up on the field. They grow into lines. They merge. Wherever they merge, there's going to be like big like circles. You want to be away from those. So for example, if North Swing Glow is coming from alpha and it forces us towards 1, the front half of the column is unsafe. The back half is safe. Okay? The reason that's important is because if this like west chess piece goes into the board 1 tile, then this entire back row is also not safe, and therefore we only get like 3 half squares of safe spot to write out all the different explosions, okay? So just be prepared to deal with something like that. I'll try to call it out, but you know, I'm not perfect. Okay, Aether Shield. I already talked about Aether Shield. That's it. That's all I got. Let's get Shell 2s out if it's not already happening. If you need Shell 2, just stay behind the purple line. If not, just get in front of the purple line. And that's it. Team leads, go ahead and run your ready checks. Report when ready. And while ready checks are happening, I want to shout out all the people who helped out run today's raid. So thank you to Mela Sidley for sweep 2, our duelist Mahia Hoshi, our Flare Star Anzu Spellwind, our 2 renders Mela Sidley and Adila Xenon, our team leads Digoth for Alpha, Sunday First for Bravo, Luna Midori for Charlie, Zealot Zakis for Echo, Minako Kinomoto for Foxtrot, our Golem side lead Kyle Bex, thank you for leading them through Golem side, and then thank you guys for showing up on this holiday weekend. You know, you could have chosen to do anything else, but you're here spending time with me, so hopefully you got something out of your time here. All right, let's see who's ready. Foxtrot ready, Alpha ready, Echo ready, Charlie is ready, Bravo is ready. Okay, good enough. Good enough. All right, tank stance check. I should not have tank stance on. We're gonna be led off by, looks like Very Interesting. So only Very Interesting should have their tank stance on. All other tanks, make sure your tank stances are off. We're going to be doing content disrespecting Buster, so once Barry inbones the first 2 cleansing slash, that's when the tank swap's going to happen. So for the healers, just be advised that's when the swaps are going to happen, and your healing person is going to be different. All right, go ahead and pop food. Everyone should pop food. If you're like me, you've got no food buff on. Win or lose, thank you for showing up and trusting me with your time. 30 seconds on the board. Here we go. All right. Good luck. Have fun. If we take the L here, then just, you know, don't worry about it. But I think we're gonna do okay. I think we'll be fine. Knock on wood. Hopefully those aren't famous last words or whatever. 10 seconds, go ahead and pop sprint. We're just gonna rush to get in front of the boss where she's at. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Make sure you're using your potions and stuff here. Stack with the team berry, you don't need to be over there. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mid, you want to be in range berry for like mitigation and stuff. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Yeah, there's no directional requirement or anything. Okay, she's gonna teleport just a little bit back. Alright, take a look at the east-west chess pieces. Those rows are not safe. There's one right behind us and there's one all the way up front. Take a look at the numbers. That's how many tiles into the board they're going to march. Alright, North Swing Glow is forcing us south. I want to say all the way down here is safe. That middle column is not safe. Middle column not safe. Okay. We need to move off this square. Oh man, that's a bad combo. Okay. Barry's gonna take a Buster here soon. That's the worst. That's the worst combo I've seen in a while. Okay, Barry, go ahead and invuln that. And in 2 hits, Iryoku's gonna take over. 1, 2. All right, Iryoku, go ahead and swap. And Barry, make sure your tank stance is on. Off. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mid. Stack up tight in front of the boss, folks. Don't be spread out and like get out of range of healing. All right, Super Chest 1 coming up next. Hold your burst. All right, find the safe spot. That's going to show up first. All right, we're going south. Back is safe. Wall is safe. 6 is in the corner. 7's on Delta. 5's all the way up on 2. 6 is in the corner. 7's on Delta. 5's all the way up on 2. 5's all the way up on 2. 6 is in the corner. 7's on Delta. 5's all the way up on 2. All right, take a look at what's over your head. Run that many steps towards the right, then down the right wall. The wall is safe. If you get the red line, you need to go back. Oh, you're already safe? Well, sucks. Alright, get to the safe spot. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, good job. Or good enough, rather. Okay, let's stack it up in front of the queen. stack it up in front of the queen. There's going to be a mitigation event here shortly. And then it's going to be reflecting and dispelling. Alright, Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt now. Alright, stay stacked a little bit. We need to heal up a little bit, but get ready to go away if you're not a reflector. Okay, non-reflectors just spread out. Reflectors, find the closest, like reflect orb in the middle. Reflect that. Dispellers, dispel the thing. God, where is it? I think it's right under the queen. I can't see it. Okay, over there on Alpha. Get in the shell. Alright, good job. Stay stacked up tight. We're going into Relentless 1. Okay, order of operations is as follows. North Swing, Glow, Tethers to Wind. Gunner Mechanic. Find the gunner between 3 and 4. That's where you're going to aim your opening. Observe if you are tethered right now. You're going to Swirly Wind. If not, Sparkly Lightning. Tethers to Wind. The North Swing Glow is going to force us. Looks like over here. Tethers to Wind. Aim your opening towards the gunner in the corner right now. Okay, turret on the side. Alright, Iryoku, you're gonna take a buster here. Go ahead and invuln that. And then swap. Number 3, the loop, go ahead and take over. Alright, we've got a few seconds here, and then Relentless 2, downtime mechanic. Okay, she's gonna go away. So hold your burst. Yeah, hold your burst now, don't start anything new. Alright, we're gonna find where the knight is. Find the knight first. There's the tether. Knight is left of corner. Alright, bad pattern. Get knocked away to the left. Out of the way of the queen. Alright, good job. Alright, up here on this unmarked triangle right here. Yeah, that's literally the double curse pattern right there. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Alright, stack up tight, Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again, hold your potions. We're gonna burst all together after Super Chest 2. Build up your gauge here. Alright, Super Chest 2, just like Super Chest 1, find the safe spot. We're starting on the other end. Alright, back to the south. Wall is safe, back is safe. 6 is in the corner. 7's on Delta. 5's on Charlie. Or excuse me, Alpha. 5's on Alpha this time. 6 is in the corner. 7's on Delta. 5's on Alpha. Okay, just like last time. Observe your overhead dots. Walk it out to the right. When you run out of room, go down the wall, and then stop when you're out of dots. Alright, finish it up in the safe spot. Are you good? You can't U-turn like that, Luke. Okay, we're gonna lose our number 3 tank here. Content respecting Buster. I'm gonna provoke right away, and I'll take the first hit. Oh god, please. Yeah, healer LB3 now if you got it. Alright, just cleanse me. Good job. Alright, stack it up tight in front of the boss. Stack it up tight in front of the boss. We're gonna bait the knight. There's gonna be a sword or shield omen. Okay, it's sword omen. Knight's gonna show up right on top of us. Find the safe quarter and go away. Find the safe quarter, go away. Where's the safe quarter? Back. Okay, don't walk into the wall, but go far back. Okay, normal mode turrets. Get out of the way of all this stuff. Alright. Reflectors, dispellers. Do your thing. Oh, there's an orb right there. Okay, reflect the orb, dispellers. Alright, everyone get in that shell. blow your dice. Try to get some people up here. Okay, Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. This might be close. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Okay, Relentless 4, everyone get onto the middle tile here. Okay, order of operations is as follows. Knockback from line, hot or cold mechanic, then bombs, okay? The knockback can actually be arm's length. So, bombs are tethered, tethers too big. Line's gonna show up. Okay, do not move. Wait for Pyretic to go away, don't adjust. Adjust now. Okay, tethered folks, when you land, run to the bomb that just exploded. Wait for the second explosion to hit. Alright, soft and rage, here we go. Stack it up tight so you're in range of healing and stuff. Okay, stand by for first Aether Shield. First Aether Shield, now. Go ahead and reslot your second Aether Shield from your pocket. Get that second Aether Shield ready to go. And everyone push out damage here. Alright, Aether Shield now. Alright, push it out. Healers keep healing. Everyone else, do what you can here. Alright, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? I don't know. I don't know, can we get it? Are we gonna join the Point 2 Enrage Club? Nope. Alright, good job. Good job.
That was a butt clincher.
You know, I'm part of the 0.02% Enrage Club, so been on that rodeo before. Alright. Good job everyone though. That was excellent. We don't have any Lost to Rise, so loot first, then pick your favorite teammate and get them up. I'm gonna get Dagoth here. Because A, you're also a tank. Yeah, you get the mount from your achievement window, even if you don't loot. So don't get upset if you can't loot this chest, because it's really just a bonus chest. And if you want the pet, like, I'll just give it to you. Alright, pick your favorite teammate and get them up. Try to prioritize tanks actually, so we can kind of get like a sacrifice chain. Alright, make sure you get your re-razor on before you lost sacrifice. Alright, Dagoth, here you go. Lost sacrifice incoming. Alright, Doomed. Alright, Dagoth, can you sack someone? Well, loot first, then sack. Alright, if you're one of those people who was a recipient of a sacrifice. Alright, never punished. If you're one of the people who was a recipient of a lost sacrifice, make sure you loot first and then sacrifice if you're going to sacrifice. Why are you on the ground, man? Why are you on the ground? It's easy, just don't die from Doom. Dead new players.
Lesson learned, I'll try not to die from Doom next time.
I think, let's see here. Let's take a look at voice chat. Goomba might be new. Yes, Goomba. Alright, there you go. Zealot, I think, is also new. Yeah, Zealot's new. And then Kane, I think Kane is a veteran. Yeah. And Kyle Bex might be new. Yeah, Kyle Bex is also new. Yeah, we just have to make the best call that we can here, so. not 100%. Okay, do we have anyone else with a sacrifice who's willing to do it here? Kalbex is a new individual. Even if you're a DPS, just get them up so they can at least loot the chest. If not, then like there's literally nothing we can do. Okay. Hard call, that's it. We're gonna get our pictures back here. So for the folks who are going to like leave the instance without taking the chest, be advised it's just a kind of like a bonus chest, okay? The contents of the chest are like a pet, a guaranteed like deception fragment, and a full augment, a random full augment, okay? But you're already building up towards your augmented Laws of Order set just by killing the Minotaur. So if you were able to loot at the Minotaur, then you're already on the progression path for TR Savage. So don't worry too much. This is really just a bonus chest, so don't feel too bad about it. You get your mount from the achievement window, as was mentioned earlier. So yeah, it's not a complete wash. So a few things we're gonna do here. First, we're gonna take a picture back here against the tree. We're gonna take a picture of everyone's first time kill achievements. Oh, let me G-pose. And this is all like kind of like optional stuff here. So if you need to go, then thank you, and thank you for joining. But if you can spare a few moments, we're gonna do our customary celebrations here for all of our first time clearers. So let me get this picture here. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to paste this picture in a victory lap. And then the next thing we're going to do is rally at Sargatanis server Doman Enclave for the dog walk. Get out of here. So yeah, finish up your G poses. Go ahead and depart instance once you're done. And we're gonna meet up at Sargatanis Doman Enclave to celebrate our first time clears. Kind of bring you guys into the fold. Yeah, not a problem. But we're gonna celebrate you for one more moment. So even the folks who didn't make it, as long as you got that achievement, or maybe you were here and died earlier at Minotaur, you can come along and help us celebrate. But yeah, for all the folks remaining who want to participate, again, completely optional, but if you want to participate, come over to Sargatanis server, Doman Enclave. Okay, yeah. No worries if you got to take off. Who is our standard bearer today? It's going to be a small ceremony, I think. And folks from Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch, you can help out if you want to. That's perfectly okay. Anzu's got it. Okay, Anzu's going to be the standard bearer on her carbuncle. All right. So if this is your first time clearing, just go to the main aetheryte and await further instructions. If this is a re-clear for you, go to the place and do the thing. And we might have like a small assembly over here, but it's still something. Yeah, it's the holiday season, so not a whole lot of people are here. But we're gonna do what we can. All right, first timers, report to the main aetheryte on Sargatanis server Doman Enclave. So for those of you still here. So first timers go to that position. And then if this is a re-clear for you with Lego Steppers, you already know what to do. Go to the place and do the thing. right, is anyone else on the way still? Any PS4 players with hard physical disk drives still spinning to load stuff? Shishi, okay, we'll wait for Shishi. Let us know when you're in place. Yeah, but good job today. Alright, we're waiting for Shishi Gonzalez to get into position. And for those of you who cleared for the first time and are wondering how to get your mount, make sure you open up your achievement window. And it should be like your first of the last 5 achievements. Just loot it from there. Alright. Shishi is here. Alright, is anyone else on the way? I'm gonna assume you all are here, whoever's going to show up. Okay, so if you're still on the way, please let me know, but I'm just gonna assume that you guys are in place. Alright, it looks like Anzu Spellwind is your standard bearer, so from the main 8th right, turn on your RP walk. If you're playing on keyboard and mouse, just hit that / key on your numpad. If you're using a controller, just soft press, I guess, on your control stick. You're following Anzu Spellwind to this position. Gotta go slow, so everyone, all the townspeople, NPCs can see you. Oh, whoops. If you go fast, then they're not going to be able to see your Cerberus mount. Here we go. Hey. Alright, I try to read off everyone's names here as they pass through the arches, but if they're too clustered together, then it's hard to do it. So I'll try. I'll give it a shot. Alright, for our receiving line, we're just gonna jump for these guys and bring them into the fold. There we go. Congratulations to our first time clear Sunday first. Amane Asakura, excuse me. Mimiko Kino, Scarlet Mercia, Shishi Gonzalez, Zealot Zakis, Kyle Bex, Degoth and it looks like that's it. A small crowd today, considering we didn't fill up, but that's okay. Sometimes it's like that. All right, dogpile in the middle. Dogpile in the middle. Let's close it up and bring them into the fold. There you go. Congratulations on clearing DR Savage. Enjoy your new 4-person mount. That is a 4-person mount if you weren't already aware, so you can get 3 party members to ride pillion on each of the heads. And unfortunately, Lalafels don't fit inside the heads. They all sit on top, I think. So, but that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed yourselves. Hopefully you got something out of this. And yeah, thank you for those of you who are here but like didn't manage to loot the chest, or maybe you're here and are watching and didn't like kill the queen because you had to hop out at Minotaur. Like sometimes it happens like that. Just show up in a future run, and we'll try to build on your experience and get you through. Okay, so I will be hosting this again next Saturday, but as I mentioned at the beginning, I think a couple of other